Yes! Yes! Okay, wowie, 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 wowie. Let's just put on some tunes. Hey guys. Hey Warriors for Christ, good to see you. Early appearance from your boy. Always good to see you, buddy. Tune. Yes. Wowie. Okay. Well, hey, we're here. Oh, I know I dropped my ukulele. We're here once again, ladies and gentlemen. I can't fucking believe it. Let me just change to my... Yep, audio's fine. Let me just change to my other account on my phone, so I know what's going on. How are we all doing? Welcome everybody to yet another On Cinema Freaking Chill stream with me, your boy, Klman, here on the Klman channel. This is stream number 8. Wowee. Can't fucking believe it. Knew it. Double digits already. God damn. I can't fucking believe it. We're here, and it's a very exciting installment of the On Cinema Chill stream, of course, because today is the day where we watch the second annual live On Cinema Oscars special. It's loaded with funny jokes. It's a very penultimate point in the world of On Cinema. It's pretty much setting the standard for Oscar specials moving forward. We're going to see a fuck ton of new characters that are integral to On Cinema's world. All that shit. It's going to be fucking great, because this one is fucking... This one's funny. I enjoy the second annual On Cinema Oscar special very much. Video update before we go on. I'm still editing the voiceover for the next video, and we are at the final hurdle. We're at the last chunk. Probably get it done over the next few days, one imagines. Maybe tomorrow, if I just sit down and crack it out, might get it done tomorrow. Who knows? It's an incredibly boring fucking process. Listening to yourself yap for over an hour while you cut down all the and the ums and the ahs and the burps and the fucking angry sounds that you make because you have no talent in what you do. So yeah, it's coming out very soon. So, well, it's not coming out very soon. The voiceover will be done very soon, and then the editing process begins, and that's the fun part. That's the fun part that will get done hopefully in a pretty good amount of time, I think. Hey guys, it's movie time! Yeah, baby! Welcome Rasak to the stream, or Rasak, or whatever you want, however you prefer. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for turning up. Yeah, we're gonna be getting into this pretty damn soon, as in a minute. Second annual live On Cinema Oscar special. It's pretty fucking hype. I fucking love this Oscar special very much. It's one of the best, in my opinion. Any other updates on videos? Not really. Once the editing process starts on the next video, I might start working on the script again for the other video. It's like 7,000 words deep, so it's pretty hefty still, so I don't have to worry about playing catch up or anything with the script. It's going well. I've just not looked at it in a while. I want to refresh my memory because I fucking don't remember what I was working on last. Get to Oscar. We'll get to Oscar, Sonny Jim. Don't worry about it. We'll see Oscar Gold in all its glory. Okay, before we get to Oscar, yeah, video, blah blah blah, you all know about it. Check in the link in the description if you want to watch Perspective, the video essay series that I do. It talks about interesting instances of creative development. Don't know why the audio's not all the audio's playing. Interesting instances of creative development. It's a video essay documentary series I do, and the link is in the description below if you want to watch those videos. And also my Streamlabs tipping page is down below. Want to send some pennies to the channel, support the streams and whatever, the content, etc. You're more than welcome to do so. Don't have to. The fact that you're here having a good old time with your boy is more than enough. So thanks for your consideration. Anyway, let's get to Oscar, my brothers. Yes, sir. Wowie, wowie, wowie. Very exciting. Turn up the audio. Yep, turn up the audio in my ears so I can hear the funny stuff. And here we fucking go. I love when this happens. Sometimes my fucking little thing just doesn't want to open. There we go. It's better. That's much better. And I can open it now. Great. Okay. Boom. Here it is. In all of its glory. The second annual live Oscars special. I don't remember how long it's going to be. Probably about 1 hour and 40. So go strap the fuck in. It's going to go crazy. And as you can see, you got a bunch of... John Aprea's back. Joe Estevez is back. A new character, which we'll get into. Sally Kellerman is here. Oscar heads in the chat. Oscar freaks, etc. is fucking hype. Let's go. As you can see, we're tweeting all throughout the thing. There's Sally Kellerman missing Hayaka. Yeah, okay. There he is. Mark Prost. We'll learn more about him in a little minute. We're just talking about a bunch of shit. Yeah. Let's just do it. Let's dive in. The Oscar special, baby! Ooh, 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 ooh. 1 hour and 59. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Okay. So what day is it today, actually? Yes, it's the 3rd of March, 2014. Of course, it's Oscar season. That means another Oscar special. It's the second one. Like I say, this is the one that sets the standard for all Oscar specials moving forward. The pre-show was a little experiment. This is the one that sets the standard moving forward. Enough chat. Get to Oscar. Obviously, this is the thing that happens when it was live. I'll keep it going though because there's a good reason why. Are we all ready? One of the funny guys of all time. I like the way you put that. I agree, yes, one of the funny guys of all time.
Now the eye line needs to be clear. That's what I'm saying. Have him get the away from the goddamn eye line. Otherwise, I can't see the goddamn cards. Get him the out of here. I'm sorry. I'm not kidding me. We're not gonna do the whole thing. We'll cancel the whole show.
Cancel the show. Yeah, there he goes. Yeah, it's probably Tim's first major fucking freak out, I think. He slapped stuff out of hands and shit. That's the first time we've ever seen him really fucking rage. Godfrey Daniels!
Ladies and gentlemen, friends and foes, I'm happy.
I'm W.C. Fields. This is Mark Prost, everybody. Mark Prost, Mark Prost, Mark Porch, however you choose to refer to him as. As you can see, he's playing a character called W.C. Fields, who's some fucking actorman from many years ago. Obviously, this is not to be the last time that we see Mark Prost. He basically will serve as the personal lackey for both Tim Heidecker and Greg Turkington moving forward in many different things. Be it Decker, the Oscar specials, he'll come on for episodes of On Cinema. He's going to be a long suffering man at the hands of On Cinema and its crew, and it's only going to get worse for young Mark Prost here. But he's a very talented actor, and he plays very great characters like W.C. Fields. He plays the Three Stooges, Spider-Man. The guy's a talent, so let's just let him do it. Show you what it's all about. Mark Prost, everybody. He's here now, a part of the On Cinema family.
And I'm happy to be here at the second annual On Cinema...
From... Better Call Saul. No, we don't talk about shows. That doesn't count. What movie is he in? Fuck.
Special. How exciting it is that all these glamorous stars are coming into your living room tonight.
He's in a fucking film, I know it.
Get your popcorn ready, and without ado, time to start the second annual
On Cinema Oscars Special. True story.
Tim
Check it out.
Heidecker.
There it is. The jaundiced fucking... Here comes some of the best pictures of all time. There's Tim, looking glamorous as ever, with jaundice.
And special guests, Greg Turkington.
And there he is.
Joe
Great
Estevez.
picture. Great, that's a good one. It's looking good there, man.
Larry Turman.
Turman, everyone's favourite dick. Larry Turman. Larry Turman was on the show last week when we did the stream. He Greg Turkington hosted an episode and Larry Tubman was a guest, and he's not a very nice man.
Sally Kellerman.
From movies.
And me, W.C. Fields.
Yeah, baby. Godfrey Daniels, that's delicious. Pop up some popcorn. Welcome aboard, baby. There he is. Yep. The nodding.
Hey,
the great
everybody,
sound.
welcome. Thank you very much, WC. Thank you. Welcome to the
That suit
second...
is fucking fire.
You hear the popcorn pop. Okay.
What's Greg supposed to be?
We want to welcome you to the second annual On Cinema Oscars special. We thank you guys so much for joining in. We
You're
are
welcome.
live
What do you see,
on
Fields?
the
He's
internet.
not there.
So happy to be here. We're going to be talking Oscar all night long.
Oh,
We're having
yes.
so much fun doing it. I am joined for the entire night by one of the guests on Cinema.
Truman knows nothing about it. How the fuck do you do that with the He does know nothing about movies. He thinks he does. He fucking knows nothing. Movie producer? Okay. Whatever you say.
His name is Greg Turkington. Greg, thank you so much for being here today.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
It's great to be here, and of course this is the year that not only The Hobbit 2 is projected to win all the awards, but
Of
that I was actually
course.
bumped
And it's
up
been
to
nominated this
co-host
time.
Of
So, the first Hobbit was not nominated for any Oscars last year, but it's been nominated for one this year. But it'll win all of them.
the Oscar special.
Okay,
And I'm very excited to be here and
He's
to help
not.
out and to share my expertise.
Of
We're going
course.
to talk so much about. I got to first of all bring up this outfit you're wearing. This costume is. I didn't know it was
Pretty tricky.
Halloween.
Yeah, it's Halloween.
But
He's all hobbited out.
I
Look
mean,
at that.
It's Hobbitween,
Right.
actually. Yeah, this is pretty cool, isn't it? It took some.
The height
work
difference
getting
between
it
these two is
together,
fucking
but,
crazy.
This is something I might be wearing tomorrow as well.
Of course.
As a lot of people will after.
He is Bilbo Baggins. Look
at
at you can't tell the difference
are
between these
dressed
two.
up as Bilbo Baggins from The Hobbit.
Bilbo Baggins, who is sort of the original Hobbit and the best. And
The original, yeah, this guy knows nothing about the lore. He was the original Hobbit. Not even talk about Stuart Hobbits or nothing, bro.
Hobbit 2 is the best movie of the year.
That's The
and we'll
Hobbit
be
right in the middle.
Learning a little bit more about that as the night goes on.
All right,
Look at
we'll
that
be
fat-
talking a lot more about Hobbit 2
Got a
and
little
all
pipe,
the Oscar movies
smoking
throughout
pipe
the
weed.
night. Okay. We got so much planned throughout the night. The way it's going to work
Right, and
is for the
vote.
next
We
half
talked about
hour,
this
we're
last
gonna be
year.
getting
Didn't quite
everybody
happen, but
excited
this
for
is
the
the
big
year.
night.
This is the
It
year.
is
This is the
huge.
time.
It's Oscar's biggest night. I like to say it's
Christmas in Tinseltown, of course.
And it's so exciting to wonder who's going to win and
Who's
going to
lose? I
but
feel a
later
song
on,
coming
stick
on.
with us throughout the awards because we're
feel
going
a
to be
song coming
talking to some great guests
Oh,
as
yes.
the commercial. When the Oscars go to commercial, you come right back to us, and we're
we'll
gonna
be here the
walking
whole
you
time,
through,
Tim.
giving you
Don't worry about it.
predictions,
Puff it
and
away.
just having a good time
Pipe weed.
celebrating Hollywood's biggest night, which is Oscar night. We're going to be talking.
Oh,
with,
I see the
Larry
connection.
Turman, who's
He's
on
the
red
OG
carpet,
Hobbit head,
talking
dressed
to
up as the original.
all the
Oh,
celebrities
man.
as they come in
The
down the red
synchronicities
carpet.
with Tim,
We're
with
gonna
Greg
be
Turkington
talking
is
to
just
Joe Estevez
goddamn.
about his Oscar
Can't keep up with it.
experience. And we're going to be talking to one of my favorite actresses, Oscar nominee,
Oscar
Sally
nominee.
Kellerman.
God damn,
from
this
MASH
fucking
is
show's
joining us
loaded.
later.
From
Very
MASH.
Unbelievable.
That
It's
was
such
it.
a.
And I've got a couple guests that I brought too.
Okay.
A couple of my Hobbit heads are
Hobbit
in the
heads are
house,
here. Woo!
folks I met on the internet and that are here to show some support and
Just pulling up from some fucking Hobbit forums.
to
There they are.
wave the Hobbit flag. So
Okay.
we
Well,
got
who
a
the
couple
fuck are
Hobbit
these
heads
people?
in the house?
All right.
Very cool.
Some Hobbit heads just
welcome.
allowed backstage. Who are these people? There he is.
Put that down.
W.C. Fields. Check it out.
Before we get into the whole show,
Here we
I
go.
want to start the evening off right. I want to get everybody in a good mood. It's going to be I'm feeling great. My energy's great.
Yeah, he's got a good
I
feeling,
feel
man.
very positive about everything. I love
Nothing could go
this
wrong with
night.
this
I've been
night.
looking forward to it for so long. I know everything's going to go really well.
Of course it will.
I want to start things off in the tradition
With
of
a
one
song.
of my favorite Oscar hosts,
Yeah,
Billy
Billy Crystal.
Crystal,
Yep.
with a song. So here's a song about Oscar.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for perhaps one of the greatest renditions of a song ever. This is the Oscar. It's called Oscar Fever, and you will hear Oscar Fever. It's like Woodstock '69. I think that's where the inspiration for this song came from. So you will hear Oscar Fever for many other shows, but this is the original and best rendition, in my opinion. Here we go. A little bit louder.
A little bit louder.
This fucking beat is so great.
I've got the Oscar fever.
Hope you got it too.
Pour me some bubbly now. It's
All you gotta do.
It's Christmas of Tinseltown, the Academy Awards.
Little fucking
Pop
with
up
the
some
pipe. Who's gonna lose? It's it's. I love that.
Fever.
Hope you got it too.
too.
Let's go! Woo! There we go. Just nod to each other. There it is! It's the Oscar fever, baby! Mark Pro's trying not to laugh. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna lose?
I got the who.
Who? You should have wrote the lyrics down, bro.
Right,
Is that what he said? I didn't hear that. Did he just mouth
Cut
give
the
Tim
song.
Algo? Cut the song. It's a good song. There he is. Yep, there's Billy Crystal.
All right,
Hey,
well, maybe
should.
later we'll have a reprise of that song.
That was good.
And if you're watching at home, jump on to Twitter and hashtag #OnCinemaOscars. Let me know what you think.
Spread the
Let me
word.
know what you think of the whole. Put that away.
What's wrong with it? He's just puffing some pipe weed, bro. It's a big deal.
Put it away.
Put it away. At least didn't throw it.
All right.
Good.
Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of who's going to win and who's going to lose, to quote my
It's Oscar
song,
fever. Yeah, hope you got it
Greg,
too.
I sent you out on assignment to take a
Oh
look
my
at
God,
a
here we
little
go.
behind the scenes into how they prep for the Oscars, and you visited the theater, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought that the folks at home wouldn't have access to the kind of footage that we have
No, of
access
course,
to,
you-
behind
film
the
buff.
scenes footage.
Behind the
Hey,
scenes film buff
backstage
stuff.
at the
Hey, guys,
Oscars
the fuck
and
was
what
that?
it's like at the Kodak Theater before the ceremony. So I went out and made a little film, put it
Nice.
together, and I'm proud to
excited to see
share
it.
it with you all here today.
All right, well,
Okay, we're about to see some behind the scenes action here of the Dolby Theatre, formerly known as the Kodak Theatre. We had this last year where Greg Turkington took us through the behind the scenes of the Dolby Theatre. I want to see Greg smoke weed in that pipe. I can imagine Greg Turkington high on weed, bro. Pipe weed is what they call it in Lord of the Rings lore. Middle Earth lore, I should say. But yeah, so he's going to do it again. We're going to see some even more behind the scenes action, stuff that you've never seen before, the stuff you can't get access to if you're not a film buff. So let's go. Let's see what you got.
let's take a look. We'll be right back.
Hey guys!
Hey, guys,
We're here in
hold
front
it
of
ahead.
the Kodak Theater, now the Dolby Theater, where all the action happens. This is
Yeah.
home to the world famous
It's looking a bit
Academy
familiar so
Awards,
far.
where this year it's going to be bigger and more spectacular than ever.
Fuck
as
yeah.
The Hobbit 2 is expected to be the surprise sweep winner
Yeah, right on
of the
vote.
awards.
Yep.
Let's go upstairs right now and see where all the action actually takes place.
Let's see it. This fucking song drives me up every fucking time. Oh, there he is. Going up the stairs again. Yep. Long bottom. Goddamn. Long bottom leap. Oscars. There he goes. Go for it. Yeah, buddy. Where's he gonna go? There he goes. Some fucking bystanders. These are the real Oscar. This is the real On Cinema family right here. Just filming them. Still filming them. It's really getting up in people's faces there. Look at that. It's so. Why would you do that? Dolby Theatre.
We're right here in front of the Kodak, now Dolby
Where's Tim?
Theater. This is the very entrance where all the actors and stars walk in and out of
Balls
all
getting put
night
in
long
place
with
there.
their precious statuettes under
Greg's
their
so
arms.
happy with his
Maybe
work.
Ian McClellan will walk out this door with his Oscar
For the
for
in front
Hobbit
of the
2.
scenes. And there he
We're
is.
here at the world famous Dolby now or Kodak now Dolby Theater
Yeah.
in Hollywood, California.
Every street has a
At
story.
the Oscar Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
This is where the movies are actually honored by
This looks
title.
familiar.
As you can see, Crash won in 2005, $1 Million Baby.
This is the exact
and
same
Lord
Lord
of the Rings,
Rings,
The
yep.
Return of the King. And they've even left a little space up
For the
there
Hobbit.
at the top
Yeah, it's
in
just
which to honor
the exact
Hobbit
same
2,
fucking place as
which
last
is
time.
my pick for Picture of the Year.
Yeah. Hobbit! Yeah, there it is.
And now here's a look inside the Dolby Theater.
Whoa, we're gonna see it. There it is! Whoa, dude! Fucking hell. Bow, wow. Oh.
If I had a crystal ball, I might be able to fill in the blanks here.
For
Hopefully,
Hobbit.
with more Hobbit movies.
Wow, 2018. Jesus Christ. Seeing that blank is so fucked. And 2019. And 2020. And 2021. Oh my god. Time is elusive.
The Oscars keep going and going.
The Oscars keep going and going.
Blanks here. Hopefully with
The Hobbit.
4, Hobbit 5, and Hobbit 6.
Yeah, okay.
What I'll be doing in the future, no one knows. If we had a crystal ball, we might
crystal ball.
find out. One thing's for sure.
Why is he
the
just
Oscars
repeating the
will never die.
2042? Why is he just repeating the same shit over and over again? Bow, wow, wow. Oh my fucking god. Hopefully some more. It's doing the same bit over and over and over again.
No one knows for sure what
Greg
the future
does have a
will
crystal
hold.
ball. He
They're
just
pretty
doesn't have it yet.
optimistic here
He'll
at
have it
the
later.
Oscar Theater, however, that
Yeah, it is.
Oscars will last as long as time itself.
Oh yeah,
We
time
even made
immemorial.
some
There he
space
is.
For a few more of those Hobbit movies.
Yeah, yeah. So we saw a few times so far. Wow, 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 wow. There he is.
Well, Tim, I hope you enjoyed my behind
He keeps changing outfits. This must be like a multi-day coverage thing. This is a lot of work.
the scenes look at the Oscar Theater.
Wow.
Now back to you for some continued live commentary.
Commentary, yeah. There they are. Oscar Gold. Real life Oscar Gold. God damn. Sister-in-law of the year. Beautiful.
Well,
so yeah, he basically did the exact same things he did last year. Here we go. The on cinema at the cinema info touch system. Look at this studio setup.
welcome back. Thanks, Greg. That was
How'd you like that?
A rough cut.
rough cut you might
Yeah.
have sent a couple weeks ago. I'm not sure which version that was.
That was a full version.
You sent in. Very similar to your last year's report.
I felt that.
Wonder.
Some different sequences and things. We just wanted to give the folks at home sort of a look behind the
Yeah, I
scenes.
know.
Yeah, you did
I
that. You did that.
All right.
Don't justify it. It's good work.
Pretty neat.
But you
Pretty
might
neat.
be wondering where I'm at. I'm actually in the nerve center of the On Cinema Oscar special.
That's a good bit.
That we've set up here. It's big change for us. A lot of new technology we're using so that
yeah.
we can access and really sort of make sense of all the data that we're going to be getting tonight. As you know,
It's the
there's
info
so
touch
much
system.
information. Everyone, who's the best actor? Who's the
Who's
worst
gonna win,
actor?
who's gonna lose?
Who's going to win? Who's going to lose?
Yep.
We've developed this, the On Cinema Info Touch system, and I'll show you a little bit how it's going to work. We're going to be using it all night to sort of break down the.
What are they watching
so
about
just touch that.
Wowee.
And so we'll be
Whoa,
going, for
dude.
example, we want to take a look at the best
That's sophisticated technology. On cinema just on the up and up.
picture,
It's crazy.
right? We click on that.
Beautiful.
And there we have all of the best picture
Wolf of Wall Street.
nominees. And if I
Gravity.
wanted to go in and check out a little info on American Hustle.
Never seen it.
We got, there we go.
Whoa!
American Hustle. We got
American fucking Hustle?
And we'll just, okay, it's not, we'll move that out.
You can't
Move
lose.
him out. We, move that out. Okay.
Okay, nice job.
Well, let's go back to home screen. Let me show you another example here.
Look at that fucking
Back to-
edit
so
it's
if I
got.
want
This is
to
crazy.
take a look at Best Actor here.
Yeah,
Should work.
it
I
is.
want to take a look at Matthew McConaughey here. Okay.
Nice Leonardo DiCaprio, bro.
All right. Can we? Is that am I touching
This
it wrong?
music's
or
great.
Swipe
he
out
is.
of that. No, I don't want to choose the picture. Okay. Is it? It's operating on its own here.
So I'm assuming what they've done for this little bit is probably just a fucking PowerPoint presentation that they're making it like it's a fucking touchscreen, and it's great.
We get somebody.
You just play it and fuck with them.
Want to restart the system, or what do you want to do?
No, it's
you want to
working.
restart it?
It's working perfectly
Okay.
fine.
Back to.
But
Right. I want to go back home. Let me get back home.
where's the music coming from?
Okay.
Why?
Well, let's
Why?
take a look. You know
There's
what, why
Greg.
don't we do this? Why don't we move on? We'll get these guys work the bugs out of that. And Greg, I want to
It's
shoot
working
back
fine.
to you and let's
What's the big
talk
deal?
about
your predictions for Oscar.
Oh, here we go. Oscar
this
Buff
year.
predictions. I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to it.
this is going to be the year that
You see
Hobbit
Greg's
2
bare feet
surprises
under there?
everyone. To people that are real movie buffs, movie experts, it's not a surprise.
No, it's The Hobbit.
This was the best movie of the year.
Duh.
To people who don't follow the Oscars very carefully, who don't understand how the process works, what
It's
the
The
rules
Hobbit.
are, they might be surprised that a movie that
That was a
isn't
great scene.
nominated for Best Picture technically would win Best Picture.
Yeah.
That's due to the fact that people don't understand those nominations are simply suggestions.
Yeah,
When they
yeah,
go into
yeah,
the
yeah.
ballot box on Oscar Day and vote,
So write and
you
vote.
fill in a blank space, the movie that you want to win.
Yes.
You're given the suggestions of what might be the best picture. You can pick from that, or you can pick something that's in your heart.
In your
I think we're
heart.
going to find, based
And it's The
on
Hobbit.
the response that Hobbit 2 got in the box office, and also critically, that that's going to be the movie folks are going to go
Well, it
for.
makes
And I
perfect
think you're going to
sense.
see a sweep, not just with Best Picture, but
Oh,
Best
the-
Actor, Actress, and a lot of the other categories, the smaller categories, Director,
Hey, movies.
Makeup.
He probably
that kind
made
of
them
thing, too.
himself.
It's going to be a fun night.
I'll give you
Looking
my
forward to it.
predictions in a minute. Right now, I want to just check in with Larry Turman, who's live on the red carpet. A lot of this movie stars are coming in.
Greg's
and,
face is
he's-
dropped
It's
there
raining out there.
upon the mention
out
of
here
that
in
name.
Hollywood. We're just a few blocks away, but it'd be fun to hear from Larry. Larry, can you hear me? We should get Larry
Here
on
we
the
go.
feed. We get Larry up on the feed.
Oh, I just remembered. I was
What's
like,
wrong? Well-
when did we see Larry Turman? That all makes sense now. There's Larry
Same
Turman there.
old Larry.
Can't hear Larry, but
Same old Larry. Just lost static.
so we don't have Larry. Do we have Larry? You don't have him?
It's a minor character. Best picture is
Right.
the main one of all.
Sorry about
W.C.
that. Larry
Fields.
is apparently there's some trouble with the phones or whatever
Oh,
it is
bummer.
with the
It's raining.
video feed we're getting because of the rain. So
Greg's face, he's absolutely fucking sabotaged this motherfucker. He's definitely done something. Look at that. Look at that fucking little smarmy smile, bro. He's utterly set up Larry
no, I want
Turman.
to talk about my predictions
He's
tonight.
so happy
it's an
about it.
exciting year for Oscar. It's one of the little bit
some
of an
champunga?
unusual year for me. But before I get to that, I just want to acknowledge something that's going on, and we're going to be talking about throughout the show.
Go on.
As a lot of you guys know, there is a conflict happening right now in the Ukraine.
There is indeed a conflict happening in the Ukraine. And in the year of our Lord 2024, it's calmed down a little bit.
We're monitoring it. Russia has made things quite interesting over the past 48 hours or so. And
yeah.
I believe a war is coming.
Yeah, oh my god, bro! Tim Heidecker predicted it, bro! 10 years down the line! Are you fucking serious? Roll it back.
Past 48
Roll
hours
it back.
or so. And I believe a war is coming.
Whoa! Tim! And everyone's saying that Tim Heidecker doesn't know a thing about fucking politics, bro. What did he just say? A war's coming. Come on.
I believe.
Was he wrong?
A nuclear world war is coming.
Right, well,
and
that's
I
a bit
believe
far.
It's going to be happening in the next 2 months.
2 months? It was a bit
Sometime
late.
March, early April.
Jesus.
It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see
Nuclear war.
how Putin has stacked the deck, and
Or it
he
doesn't
is
take a
playing-
rocket scientist to see that.
Yeah, obviously, we all know Tim Heidecker loves his politics, and this is how he's introducing it into the Oscar special by talking about the Ukraine war.
Hobbit 2 is really what we should be talking about, and not.
Okay, let me get my thoughts out because it
is a
is
60-second
a shame that we're
soapbox.
in this position, but I told you so. This has been brewing for so long now, and if we had a strong leader, if we had somebody in the White House that knew more about global politics,
Not
then you
Obama.
would see that we would be in a
Fucking
different
Democrats,
position.
man.
But
There he is.
it is
The
where we
movies
are.
of-
Hold on, now shut up. We are where we are, and
We
the
are where we
question
are.
is, what do we do about it? Well, it is my belief that we need to strike first, and it's a matter
Absolutely.
of time. So I'm going to be sort of throwing my 2 cents in through the night
Good.
about the activities going on the other side of the world, but we're also going to be checking
Good
in
to
with
hear.
Hollywood too, and the
Of
Oscars.
course.
Now,
It's a good
I'll tell you one
balance.
thing: the wars of today are the movies of tomorrow. I'd love to see what Steven Spielberg would do with a situation like this.
yes, I just thank you
That would
for
be a great
that,
film.
Greg, and you know, God forbid we have.
It
that
probably
kind
will
of,
be a film in the next
nuclear
20
apocalypse
years.
that I do foresee, because of if you look at turn on CNN or Fox News, and you'll see all the evidence. Right?
I'm pretty sure every other Oscar special moving forward will have a big worldwide crisis that Tim covers after this.
Independence Day. Did you ever
But
see that?
if we had somebody like
I've seen
Tom
Independence
Clancy
Day.
with us, who
Tom
passed away this
Clancy?
year, you're not going to see Tom Clancy in the death
There he
scroll
is.
they do during the Oscars,
Splinter
because
Cell.
Hollywood doesn't respect that kind of mind. I even noticed Patriot Games didn't win the Academy Award.
I know, it's unbelievable.
But if he was here, he might have a few words to say about the way that Obamacare is handling the whole situation. But that's I don't want to focus the entire night on the situation in Crimea.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Crimea River must be what's going on, what people are saying down there. Unfortunately, it's not a laughing matter. But
no,
we
it's
continue
serious.
to monitor the situation, and so you don't have to worry about going to CNN or
yeah,
Fox.
you can get it all here.
It's not
Oscar
an Oscar
coverage
matter
and,
either.
and war coverage.
That's why we're not going to
People can
focus
tune
on
into
it, and we're not
CNN.com and watch and find out about that.
Well, we're not going to.
The wars of today. Movies is a great line. I think that's this one of those lines that just kind of, you know. The fact that people, the simple fact that they do just come up with this shit at the top of their head is kind of fucking nuts.
We're not going to dwell on it, but I wanted to get my 2 cents out.
The wars of today are the movies of tomorrow.
That was 5 cents or 10 cents.
Okay, so thank you very much for that perspective, Greg, and thank you for all the kind words. #OnCinemaOscars. Everyone loves the song, by the way. I took a look.
I love the song.
People are saying that I might get a Grammy for it.
I can see that. Who knows?
And my predictions are
maybe
very
we'll start a band.
Because if you look at the movies this year that are up for Academy Award, a lot of them are movies that people don't like to see. You don't see people going to see these movies.
Yeah, you
In
don't
other words,
see
they're
people
not
watching them.
blockbuster movies.
Oh, they're
and
lame.
then I went back
Junk.
and I said, well, was there no other options? What maybe the Oscars had their hands tied. I went back and I looked at the movies that came out last year, and there are nothing but movies that I believe should be on the top of the list.
Bro, it's just the tall ass fucking Nike swoosh socks there, bro.
In terms of Best Picture. For example, something like Last Stand with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Why are the legs so fucking high on those goddamn trousers?
It was his return to film, and it's just one of
my favorites of the
year. Planes.
Johnny Knoxville was in that.
Riddick, Despicable Me 2, which is nominated, but it should be up for Best Picture.
Of course.
Lone Ranger, I'm
Classic.
getting to that. Grown Ups 2 was a funny movie. I thought it should win for Best Comedy. Die Hard 5. Grudge Match, Kick-Ass 2, all these great movies that came out. After Earth.
Chinese Zodiac.
How many people saw Chinese Zodiac? It was such a popular movie.
It was an amazing movie.
Hollywood scratching their heads going, maybe we shouldn't reward these movies, even though they are the most successful movies of the year.
Oscar Gold.
Monsters University.
Oscar
Lone
Junk.
Ranger, Greg said Monsters University. And people come up to me on the street and say, why doesn't Billy Crystal host the Oscars anymore? And I wonder if
still
it's
upset
because
about it.
Oscars stopped rewarding him with awards. And he says, I'm done with this. I don't need your
Good insight.
I don't need you. You don't need me. Let's go separate ways.
That's
why we're in the place we are now.
Damn.
I think
it's pretty bleak for Oscar, man.
Interesting to see. We have a new host, Ellen DeGeneres. I think if the audience,
it's a bad choice.
It's a bad choice. It's a terrible choice.
I think if the Oscars were generous, we'd have Billy Crystal.
I'm sure Billy Crystal will be in the audience, you know, and then he'll come on.
Focus on movies. You'd have a movie
like
star.
he was supposed to do last year.
People like Bob Hope, John Wayne, people that actually had a movie background and had Oscars under their belt hosting the show. Billy Crystal makes sense, but Ellen DeGeneres has never been in a movie, never won an Oscar.
Well, it's
she's
true.
a TV
That's
person.
Such a great perspective.
TV person.
She is a TV person, and she's an afternoon talk show host.
Every movie made every year. Well, hopefully, if Greg Turkington gets there, she is in a movie. If Greg Turkington gets his way, we'll get 2 shows every year, which is how it should be. To reward all the movies.
That road, I would suggest you get Steve Harvey, who's at least funnier, and he comes from that background. He comes from
Oscar's a sentimental beast.
Or Bernie Mac would be good.
The fuck is that? Well,
that would be good.
Maybe. Munch.
We want to talk so much about the wonderful awards that are up for grabs.
Stop showing us Ellen DeGeneres.
But I'm going to toast, and I want to toast to you.
Some champunga?
No, you can toast. I'm giving you this to hold. And I want to toast everybody.
That'd be a funny comedy sort of scene as somebody, well.
What's that?
Leave it.
It was just funny. I thought you were toasting, and I was.
No, I was handing you the glass.
That would have been a good skit.
Everyone on the Twitter,
like the Marx Brothers.
Shut up. Everybody online kept begging me not to drink because I did get out a hand a little bit last year.
Yeah, Tim threw up all over Greg's VHS collection, and it was a whole mess. And he was sweating, and he was on Percocets and shit while drinking, and it was a bit of a nightmare. But he's not going to do it this time.
But we are in sort of the last days, not to quote the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, and we are on our way out.
On the last stand, yeah. So he's going to die. Fair enough.
And
treat yourself. There he is.
I had a drink all week, or all year, and I'm going to have 1 or 2 tonight. So
gonna fall off the
everybody
fucking
says
wagon.
watch yourself, but I'm in control of myself.
We know.
I've never been happier. I've never been more healthy.
I'm happy. I'm healthy. I'm high.
Flax cleanse.
Flax seeds are back.
As everybody knows, I'm doing pretty much constant flax intake. But the doctor is smart.
These pictures are fucking great.
I'm sorry, not the website told me you every 2 weeks or so do a complete cleanse of flax, so no flax. And I did that on Tuesday.
You started taking flax seeds last year or last week, last stream. Whatever.
So I am.
He's eating flax seeds now because it's healthy.
And good, and I called a few friends of mine. I said, what should I do in terms of drinking at the Oscars? And they said, do whatever you feel
Beautiful
is right.
pictures of flax seeds.
And what I feel is right is having
what
2
the
glasses
fuck
of
is
champagne
that?
throughout the night.
What
I'm
is
gonna have
that
one
picture?
now, and I'm going to have one when Hobbit 2 wins Best Picture. So cheers to you.
Cheers to the Oscars.
Ian McKellen wins for Best Actor.
Well, we'll see about that.
We'll see about that.
And I want to salute WC.
Dr. San is with us.
For being here with us.
There he is.
Who do you pick? WC, who do you pick for Best Movie?
Oh,
of course, WC had experience being nominated for a few Oscars
he's
himself.
An Oscar
If I
actor.
were to nominate one of this year's movies, it would have to be Poppy by me, 1936.
Well said, WC. Thanks for that.
Okay.
There he is. In the flesh.
What other perspective, who do you think would win the award that is a movie that's actually nominated? Or that came out last year?
Well...
Me?
Me?
I would have to say Gravity.
Gravity.
I thought it was
Check it out.
a fun time for all, and the effects were stupendous.
WC Fields, everybody.
I want to thank
Fields.
everybody for being here.
Beautiful.
It is such a special night for Hollywood in Tinseltown.
It's Christmas for Tinseltown.
I wonder, it's kind of a question that everybody must be thinking. What goes through the mind of an Academy Award nominee?
Ooh,
and later on the show, we're going to be asking an actual Academy Award nominee, Sally Kellerman from MASH.
From MASH.
And I know Greg...
Or W.C. Fields, ask him too.
I don't think he was ever nominated.
Or won Best Actor back in the 1930s.
Yeah.
Is that true? Have you
The
ever
real
won an
Oscar
Academy
winner right
Award?
here.
I have never even been nominated. It was a true
Tragedy. That's the best quote. It was a true tragedy. I quote that so fucking often in real life, it's not even funny.
I would have enjoyed it a lot, though.
Nice for that, WC.
Or Lifetime Achievement Award.
Nope, not that either.
Not that either.
Well,
I want to thank our sponsor tonight. We have an exciting sponsor, and you didn't even tell me the name of the restaurant.
Oh, here we fucking go. Right, here we go.
Chinese
Get
food.
ready for the sponsor.
That's all I know is Chinese food.
Chinese food sponsor.
It's not Wildflower. It's a
Red
Flower
Chinese restaurant.
And that's...
Delicious.
They gave us $300. And
Nice.
it's free Chinese food.
Okay, so yeah, from every Oscar special moving forward, we'll have a special catering service that gets a shout out, a sponsorship deal. The one that we all know and love is not here yet. I think that's next year, but for now it's just this lovely Red Flower Chinese restaurant. I gave them $400 and free food, which is a hell of a deal. Yeah, there it is.
So,
I
want to thank them. It's not nothing. It definitely helped get the show off. Made it a special. It's going to be making it a special show. They
Absolutely.
I haven't had their food yet, but it's apparently very good.
there's some over there.
Yeah. Well, it's been sitting here all day, so I'm probably not going to eat it. Greg,
working your
let's
catering,
go
man.
through some of the. You were talking about your predictions.
You said it wasn't going to happen
it's
until
a Hobbit
Hobbit
sweep.
2 won.
But is there anybody that's not on the Hobbit list that you think is going to win?
I think, well, there's 2 screenplay categories. Anyone that knows anything about movies knows that.
Of course.
You have the best
Gotta be a
original
film buff to know about
screenplay and
that.
the best adapted screenplay. Of course, The Hobbit was adapted from the books by J.R. Tolkien.
Yeah, man.
Best original screenplay can't go to The Hobbit.
Once
It's
you get
already
so
getting
angry.
a screenplay award. So I believe this year it's going to go to The Lone Ranger, which was Tim Burton, Johnny Depp.
Yeah, that wasn't
I thought a
adapted from
really
anything.
fine movie that got overlooked
Lone Ranger didn't get adapted from anything.
In all the excitement over some of the other movies.
Beef for Lone Main. Sounds banging.
I feel that while Johnny Depp probably won't win Best Actor
I do like a Chinese meal.
I was sucking a Chinese meal for Best Original Screenplay.
There's a Lone Ranger.
That's my prediction.
Let's take a look at the red carpet and join Larry Turman.
Hey, here we go.
Now apparently back on our video feed. Larry, who have you talked to? I saw you Jonah Hill earlier.
Fucking Jonah Hill.
Your interview with Jonah Hill.
Now, let's remember, Tim Heidecker said he wasn't going to pour another one out until Hobbit 2 one, which has not happened yet, but you know. Succulent. Get your hands off my penis!
Larry Turman.
Great coverage. Unrendered! Unrendered. What is this, fucking Premiere Pro? Oh. I just spilled all over himself.
Fix the f***ing feed before you go tell me it's on.
That's fair. I'd get angry at that too. Why did he throw it like that? He threw it up so the liquid hit him, and then he threw it down?
We've been working. We got 3 minutes to go until the Academy Awards begin. And we're so, damn it, I didn't want this to go this way.
Damn.
We worked for 2 weeks on this.
There's that classic dwarf picture we all know and
everything
love.
was working pretty good.
Pretty good.
Today was a horrible day.
Damn.
Not only was the news depressing, nothing went right in tech, and now we're showing the fruits of this. The people that work for this show should not be able to sleep tonight.
Yeah.
Because all they're doing is ruining things for us, and you're no help.
You're no help. What's Greg doing?
We got a fun show ahead of us. Thank God these are plastic. Otherwise, I probably would have cut myself. Your new champagne flute.
Champungo flute.
Because I'm gonna have more than 2 glasses of champagne.
Are you?
And we are 2 minutes away from the actual Academy Awards with Ellen DeGeneres. If Oscars were smart, they would have been generous and allowed Billy Crystal to return to the ceremony as host.
Somebody like Jack Nicholson or Johnny Depp, people that are on the A-list of movie stars.
When I start talking, immediately stop talking, because that means
immediately stop.
I understand that. What they should do some year is make no host and the people that are in the audience host the show.
Oh, it's a great idea. No.
Jack Nicholson and
Billy Crystal.
Al Pacino and everybody else is mic'd, and you cue it. All you do is rehearse it like we should have done earlier.
In a fantasy land, that makes sense. I think we're learning here tonight it's best to have a professional host when you're putting on a broadcast, not somebody who's going to have a tantrum and throw things, or who isn't really qualified, like members of the audience.
Hey, Peter Martin,
you get a Jack Nicholson, you get a Johnny Depp,
Peter Martin,
with a track record that shows their professionalism, and then you have a good show.
Yeah. Well, let me just go through the night with you guys. Please watch the opening segment with Ellen DeGeneres and all the rest.
The fuck is that?
We are going to be here all night long, celebrating Oscars' greatest night, watching the news, making sure that things don't escalate too quickly in the...
Comic Relief, that's Red Nose Day, isn't it? I think it is. Billy the Dwarf. That's always his favorite character.
And keep an eye on sort of the State Department and how they're handling everything. That'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, so if you missed this, Tim actually predicted the Ukraine war 10 years before it started. He actually said that.
But
come
back here for the commercials. We've got Joe Estevez coming, who's going to be talking about. I'm going to show a new scene from Decker that you're going to just be blown away by.
New scene from Decker, baby.
So
my
babe's
dead.
That scene came out, and Ms. Sally Kellerman, top of my list in terms of actresses I want to interview and talk to.
We're
it's going to be so much fun. We got some games to play. We've got interesting segments that you won't find anywhere else.
You won't know.
Live for the second annual.
It's fucking eye-bugging.
Oscar ceremony.
Holy fuck.
Which is starting right now.
Ooh, let's go, baby.
And the Oscars start right now.
The Oscars start now.
So thank you for joining us for this pre-show. It has been such a pleasure to be in your homes online. Greg, I can't wait to get into this show, and we're going to have a lot of fun watching.
I can't wait either. Is it starting yet?
Who's going to win?
Who's
going to lose? I got the music ready. As soon as I start singing Who's Going to Win, that should be cued to go. Thanks, guys.
Cue it.
We'll be right back, everybody. Stay tuned.
I will. Bam, 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 ba-da. The film buffs. Oh my god, the film buffs checklist. The movie buffs book. The movie. Jesus Christ. A lot of great books there for film buffs everywhere. There's Don Cinema mug.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for sticking with us.
It was a bit of a weak one there.
What a start to the Oscars.
Yeah, what did we see there?
A lot to say. I think Ellen DeGeneres, again,
he's absolutely half cut already.
Does not belong up there on the big screen, Greg.
I agree.
Not at all.
Not at all.
She belongs on the small screen, daytime TV. Her jokes were in bad taste.
That fucking shitty talk show that she does.
I think it's a shame that Jared Leto took the award, and he was such disrespect for the Academy that it made me sick.
Excuse me.
And so far, we're off to a terrible start. Farrell, I thought if you want to put my song up against Farrell's song, my song would win.
Oscar Fever should get a Grammy.
But before we go on,
I
want to talk about something. Greg, you have promised us a very special surprise at the end of tonight.
Oh, yes. Greg Turkington, from then on, we'll have a special Oscar finale at the end of every show. It's probably the most intensive, put together, complex, integrated fucking finale you've ever seen in an Oscar show, and this one is no different, so look forward to it.
Yes.
Talk about that for just 1 second.
No,
we have very little time for that, but go ahead and talk about that. Just try to keep it very brief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what do you have planned for us tonight? What do you have planned for us
tonight?
What do you have planned?
It was a big Oscar production number. That's something Oscar has always been famous for.
Of course.
Here at On Cinema, we're more of a movie review show. We're not an award show. We don't always have the budget to put together a big,
5 bags of
bombastic,
popcorn. I'm sorry, I'm hiccuping.
Finale.
I am hiccuping like fuck right now.
And this is something I'm very proud of. I'm sort of using all the expertise I've acquired throughout the years.
All the film buffness.
Put together the ultimate tribute to the movies, to the Oscars, and to On Cinema. And it's going to be the finale of the night. And I think you're going to like it, Tim.
I'm looking forward to it.
Very
All
cool.
right, you got your point across. Stick around.
It's very cool.
Stick around for that later tonight. Greg's big Oscar salute, big surprise. He's keeping me in the dark. I don't even know what it is, but I
he's not happy about it.
Can't wait to see what it is. I mean, very exciting.
It's
I'm excited.
Really good.
It's really good.
This next segment
it's really
is
good.
Viva
a lot of
el
fun. Oscar.
I always had this dream of winning an Oscar.
Have you really?
And I wondered what it would be like. And here is my Oscar fantasy. This is what it would be like if I won the Oscar, which I will.
Okay.
Which you will. He's going to win an Oscar eventually. Welcome, everybody, to Tim Heidecker's Oscar fantasy. This is what it would be like if Tim Heidecker won an Oscar for probably Decker or Mr. America. Who knows? Here he comes.
To present the Oscar for Best Actor, please welcome Joe Estevez and John Aprea.
There they are. Here they come. John Aprea and Joe Estevez on the same stage right now, ladies and gentlemen.
There is no greater honor than the Best Actor award.
It's such a great act. Look at it. The hand movement.
To box office success. It's what every actor dreams of.
Did you say salad days? How about that buffet spread they got backstage for us?
Salad days, yes, salad days.
Bro, this is like the Oscars, man.
Ben Kingsley won an Academy Award, right?
Did he?
Gandhi. He would have loved it.
Yeah.
Gandhi.
What?
Yeah. And those soups were delicious, especially the cream of carrot. But now it's time to award a different kind of carrot. The 24 variety kind.
Oscar Gold.
To the Actor of the Year.
Here we go.
And the
Who could it be?
nominees are Tom Hanks.
He's good. We like Tom Hanks. But he's not going to win it.
Another Tom Cruise.
Yeah, you can't lose. He's not going to get it, but he's good too. We like him.
Tim Heidecker for Tim Story.
There he is.
Directed by Tim Story and written and starring Tim Heidecker.
Tim Story, directed by Tim Story. This was a joke that was made a couple of episodes ago where it was a film directed by Tim Story and Tim Heidecker said, wouldn't it be hilarious if he made a film about me and it was called Tim Story, directed by Tim Story, and this is the film. It's Tim Story, directed by Tim Story, starring Tim Heidecker.
And the winner is?
Oh, buddy.
My buddy.
My buddy.
Tim Heidecker.
Woo! Yes. Of course. There he is. Fucking maniac. The absolute nepotism of this boy. Literally putting on a whole show of him winning an Oscar for real. He's won it.
Oh boy.
Go on.
Woo. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, John.
Morgan Freeman, bro. From films.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, man. It looks so good.
Thank you very much, Academy. This is such an exciting night for me. You know,
It's
I kind of put this list together at the last minute. I just want to say that this
Bro's
is
been snorting some lines
great
back there.
to be up here with you guys. And so what a great list of thank Tom Cruise and Tom Hanks and
why did he do
Mr.
this?
De Niro, and it's just unbelievable. We should have shared this award, and this award goes to you guys. So
Yeah, it's
thank you
pretty
so
much all
much.
of his favorite
And
actors
Tom Cruise,
there.
you deserve the Oscar for Jack Reacher, and I think it's
Yeah,
a shame
still
that you
saying
got,
it. Jack
robbed
Reacher was like his favorite
of
film.
that award. Tom Hanks, you've got plenty. It's time for some of us to win. I want to thank my agent.
Who's your agent?
The great team of managers and personal
Who's yelling that?
people that do the hair and do the makeup and all the rest. So important. And make
What's going on with
me
his hair?
who
But
I
there's like
am,
two little hair
up there on the
bits
big
going at the
screen.
back.
I want to thank my lawyer Barry Schwartz, who's so
Barry Schwartz,
kind
does he
and
come
generous,
back?
And
My name sounds familiar. There he is.
My parents, my beautiful parents back home in Pennsylvania. You guys are the greatest, and I love
So he's from Pennsylvania, apparently. Isn't that interesting?
all my aunts and uncles and grandparents too.
Beautiful.
My ex-wife, my beautiful ex-wife, thank you very much. And
Was
my more
Joe's
beautiful
getting a bit
current wife,
bored.
Julianne Moore, who's here with me tonight.
Julianne Moore.
Thank you, Julianne.
The
Starring
fantasy.
in her own movie, More Story. But more about that later.
Beautiful.
Who should be winning tonight. Love you. And I'd marry you all over again.
Oh, sweetheart. I love Joe
And
Estevez
thank you
a
to
lot.
Tim Story, my wonderful director. He's just an inspiration to me.
There's
It was
Tim
almost
Story?
A joke for him to direct at first because the idea of Tim Story directing Tim Story
Yep, it was a great joke.
was so amusing to me. But Tim
It
Story
was,
is a
and then it
terrific
happened.
director. I think he's greater than any director has ever lived,
That's
including
a
Mark
lot.
Scorsese and
Scorsese.
Robert Hitchcock.
Robert
That
Hitchcock.
won so many awards tonight will
Okay.
continue to win awards if we make more. And let me just take this
Joe's getting
opportunity
fed
to
up.
tell all the critics out there,
Here we
all the
go.
movie critics
Yeah.
out there, I used to do
All
this.
the
I used
film
to be
buffs.
a movie critic.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
not fun to hear people talk crap about you and to
What
say
the
that you
fuck
stink
is going on with
and all
that
the
hair?
rest. So you guys can go sit in your little corner and think you're God
friend
and tell
Jeff
everybody
just texted me
what
about the
they
new
what they
South
should
Park.
see and what they
I'll
shouldn't
get
see.
back to him
But
on
the
that.
trick is,
Has anyone seen the new
this is
South
what
Park?
matters,
Pretty
is
good.
winning gold and becoming
Also
a
gold.
successful actor and going on to be in a lot of movies and starring in them as well. So
Oh, there's Javier Bardem. So yeah, obviously you can see here, this is basically, obviously no, Tim's got a lot of nepotism going on. This is kind of him, kind of, I should be doing this and I can do this. And this is what I would do if I did this. And it's kind of slowly eking out now. For example, this, we're going to see Decker and all this shit is very much starting to slowly come in. 60-second soapbox, exactly.
critics beware. I don't care what you think.
Yeah, fuck the critics.
Thank you so much to everybody. Candace from the Nature Mart, I said I'd thank you for the flax seeds because
the
flax seeds are
flax
what's
seeds.
keeping me alive today.
Yeah, thanks to the flag. Yep.
Use flax
Use
seeds. It'll
flax.
save your life.
Just doing the fucking
Thank
use
you
flax
again
seeds
so
to
much.
save
It's
your
such an
life.
honor.
I love flax
And
seeds.
you
right?
have to know that it's your duty to speak out when you see wrong happening.
Well
That's
said,
what Tim's
Tim.
story was always about.
Yeah,
was being
buddy.
true to yourself and believing in truth and freedom from oppression from the federal government.
Yep.
And you don't have to listen to Obamacare. You
Fuck
don't
Obama.
have to do just what they say. Be
Fuck
a part of that
Obamacare.
whole machine. Thank you, everybody. Safe driving and
I got
God
caught.
bless. We'll see
Wonder
you
if he
soon in
kept
the movie
talking.
theater.
He probably did. That was beautiful. I can see him doing this in
I'm
real
gonna
life.
go have some champagne.
Champunga. Beautiful show, man. I can see this happening in real life.
What do you think of that, Greg? Pretty exciting?
Pretty
Yeah,
good.
I mean, it could happen, I guess.
Good time.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
No,
It's
it's
nice to
fun.
see Joe Estevez
Oh.
out on the
Oh,
big
there he
screen
goes.
again.
Yeah, well, Joe will be joining us later to talk about his experience with Oscar. Back to that first segment at Oscar was
I'm going to text my friend Jeff about this
Jim
right now.
Carrey. It was good to see Jim Carrey back again.
It was good to see him. You know, I'd like to see him more on the big screen, not so much on the Oscar telecast. I feel like he hasn't made as many movies recently as he used to, and that's kind of a shame for us Carrey
Big shout
critics.
out to Kerry Washington as well.
Who?
WC's back with us. I wonder what if you I can't remember your actual name, but if you want to do you do a
I can't remember your actual name. Yeah, Mark Probst has not even had his name mentioned yet. It's just W.C. Fields at this point.
Jim Carrey impression?
That I do. He's one of my favorite young moon cows.
Moon cow.
My impression would be like this.
Go on.
Alrighty then. Smoking.
Smoking.
Can you do it as, Jim, can you do it not as with W.C. Fields, but as...
That is W.C.
Just
Fields.
as whatever your name is.
What was it like working with Mae West?
Hold on a minute.
My God.
You don't interrupt me ever again.
Don't interrupt me ever again.
Alrighty then. Smoking.
The fucking eyes.
Mae?
You could hear fucking Tim laughing. There's still some character-breaking laughter, particularly in this show, where you will see people laughing because they can't contain themselves. And Mark Probst just makes Tim bust a gut because he's a funny guy.
Impersonation.
What the fuck is that from?
I mean, come up and see me sometime, boys. Come up to my hotel room.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
All right, well, we are just getting started
Mark
here on
Probst,
this
everybody.
incredible night
Mark
of
Probst.
Oscar and keeping track of who's winning and who's losing, almost like
Who's gonna win? Who's gonna lose?
the lyrics of my song.
Yeah, the lyrics of your song?
which we'll have for download, actually. You can buy tomorrow.
Fuck yeah, I'll buy it.
Greg, it is an honor to be here with you, I got to say. Where are we with the Oscars now? I wish my producers would talk.
Oh, we've had one.
I wish my producers would talk. They didn't even fucking know what's going on. No one knows what's fucking going on.
It's hashtag Oscar miss if you're on Twitter.
Or hashtag Oscars, hashtag on cinema Oscars.
Yes, or
the
they
trick to keep in touch with us.
I gotta say,
Good to know.
Jared Leto, if he was playing Jesus Christ in a revival of Jesus Christ Superstar, that's maybe the look for that. But for winning an Oscar, I think we would have liked to have seen Ian McKellen for The Hobbit 2.
Irrationally.
Yeah, I didn't care for Jared Leto.
Yeah, I don't like Jared Leto either.
I would love to see him in the Lego movie starring Jared Leto.
Yeah,
that's
buddy.
just a little aside.
That's just a little
we
joke.
Have to keep things. We have to realize that the Oscars are fun, and it's not.
Of course,
it's almost not like
is that ever in doubt?
electing a president. It is like it is fun. It's about an award.
It's Christmas for Tinseltown.
We have to remember there are serious issues going on right now in the world.
Ukraine.
And I've been checking out CNN. A lot of you guys don't have time for that, and things are getting
I don't have time for
deteriorating
CNN.
in Crimea.
Crimea now?
There is Russian troops on the ground now, and it looks like they're not going anywhere anytime soon. So if I had my way, we'd be pressing the button, and Moscow would be obliterated off the
You ever
face
seen
of
Moscow on the Hudson? Now that was a movie that's
Robin
been
Williams.
a little bit forgotten, and it
Bring it
really
back to
should
films.
be
What is your
because
real
it's very,
name,
very
Mark?
funny.
It's
Very
a
funny
fucking
movie
mess.
with Robin Williams.
Mark.
Do you do a Robin Williams impression?
I do a Robin Williams.
Let's hear that, and then we'll go to commercial.
As Robin
and we'll go back
Williams
to the Oscars.
or as Mark?
Hey, Snarky Rascal on the stream. Yeah, boy. It's the Oscar fever. Hope you got it too. Welcome.
Oh, hell. Oh, boy. Oh, gosh. Oh. Oh,
Very
boy.
good. All right.
Well, it was
Thank
like
you
Robin
very
Williams
much.
was there.
W.C.
That's crazy.
Fields with us, and I don't get why we try to get a few different impersonators. And
He's a
kind
good
of our
one.
treat to the viewing audience. People want to see old
an Oscar
Hollywood
treat.
as well as new Hollywood, so we thought
Yeah,
we'd
it's so
get somebody
fucking
that
random.
represented
W.C.
the best
Fields, why?
of Hollywood's past as we look
And there he
towards
is.
the future with some of these
There he
Oscar
is.
nominations.
Interesting. Well, we are just getting started here in Oscarville. You know,
fuck
we are
yeah.
so close to the
Oscarville?
main
I like
event,
that.
which is who will win Best Picture.
Who's going to win?
My
Who's going to lose?
prediction is Hobbit 2 will come out of nowhere and sweep.
Write-in
with
vote.
the victory, not even nominated, but because of, thank God, for write-in votes and Twitter and Facebook and people like you telling the Oscars that they
What they actually
want Oscar to win. We are excited
They want
about
Oscar
being
to
here
win?
tonight. And thank God that you're here, Greg, in your stupid Hobbit costume.
Stupid
to make
Hobbit.
everyone
Leave it
laugh.
alone.
And
Well, I mean,
a great
the
costume.
costume was good enough for Martin Freeman in The Hobbit. It's good enough for me.
Right,
Well
but
said.
that was in a fantasy land. This is on TV.
A lot of people think Hollywood land is kind of a fantasy.
Well, let me bring you back
Hollywood
down to
land,
earth
that's
and
about the
remind you
fantasy.
that the entire crew has been laughing about you,
Come on.
laughing at you behind your back,
That's so mean.
and you're a joke. So let us
You're a joke.
just and your Hobbit friends already gave me trouble in the green room. They and we are going to be
Anyway.
back to the Oscars. We have to
Brilliant.
stay in touch to see who's winning and who's losing. Almost in the same way that my song Oscar Fever.
Oh,
which will be
yeah,
available
your
tomorrow
song.
for download.
Get on Deezer.
And is pretty much exciting everybody out there. I look on Cinema Oscars, the hashtag, people flipping out about that.
Oscar
so thank
fever.
you guys for checking in with us. We're going to be back after the next segment, and everybody is, I just keep getting word that they're having so much fun.
And thanks to Pink Elephant Liquors for bringing all this.
Greg's ruining the Oscar special. Get him out. Hashtag on Cinema. A Tim head, it seems. Now, I disagree with this guy, but you know.
It's alcohol that's going to turn him completely incoherent and ruin.
He's laughing at
him. I made a promise, and there's nothing better than Broken Promises is the name of a book I'm writing called Broken Promises.
That'll be a good book.
And
he's just laughing and giggling at himself. Check it out.
Trust me on this.
Godfrey Daniels,
drink
that's
now
delicious.
Because drink all your fancy liquor, because nothing's going to be here in a week.
Nothing's going to be here in a week.
Drinking is one of the easiest things to do. I've done it 1,000 times.
What was the beep? Why did he swear?
Thank you very much, WC. Mark.
Mark Post.
We had so many plans for our impersonator. We were going to actually get a Billy Crystal. Well, the first idea was to get a Billy Crystal impersonator. The f is this?
What is that? Is this phone?
Turn Rose. Okay.
Turn his notifications off.
We're being told now that.
Why? He was the host of last year.
My friend watching the news, and he said that that Putin has done something very unusual.
Friend mentioned.
And they're saying that he has convened the Russian parliament, and they are already amassing troops where they said they weren't going to be doing that.
Mr. Freeze.
And
what the
I
fuck?
think it's going to be coming a lot quicker than what I said earlier. My prediction, I have to adjust my prediction,
2 months earlier?
Is that we are done for
on social media?
Probably by the end of the week.
Damn. Nuclear war is happening by the end of the week.
When there's like times of strife when you get more comedy films. People want to rent comedies, go to the movies and see
films.
comedies.
Nice done, Greg. Nice segue.
That's what movies are, is escapism. When you have a war impending or a drinking problem or something
or
like
a drinking problem.
The best thing to do is to watch a good comedy movie.
Remember the old days when my parents used to tell me about duck and cover and getting under the desks during...
the creepy, accurate Ukraine, yes. It's actually fucking nuts. Tim literally just said that war is coming 10 years before, you know, it really happened. I say 10, was it probably like 2023 it was now, so 9 years I guess. Although he did say nuclear war, which is kind of jumping the gun a little bit, and he said it'd be happening in 2 months in 2014, so he was kind of off, but he wasn't, you know, he knew what he was talking about. Tim knows politics better than anybody. Politic buff, can't speak.
When the
China Syndrome with Jane Fonda.
So, nice knowing everybody, and all the best.
Beautiful.
We got so much fun stuff coming up. Joe Estevez is going to be with us, and from MASH.
Sally Kellerman?
MASH, Sally Kellerman. Thank you very much.
Who's me fucking yawn?
You have to communicate with me.
It was the Oscars.
Hi everybody, long time no see. Sorry for the long delay, but these Oscars keep going and going.
What if Tim thinks but it all, of course, it was what is good. Of course. He predicted nuclear war. Like, is he wrong?
We got a big disappointing night so far.
This is Mr. America we're talking about.
We had The Hobbit lose its first award.
Oh, damn.
And The Croods was completely shut out of that award.
Not The Croods, man.
Was the best picture of the year.
Yeah, fuck The Hobbit.
Cartoons.
In terms of cartoons.
We're going to do a segment now called Oscar Memory Lane. And Greg, we didn't talk about this earlier, but I want to show you a picture. And you tell me the name of the movie. It's secret because it is the first winner of Best Oscar.
Oh, damn.
Wings.
That's right.
Wings from 1931, I think.
So we also forget that Oscar has a long history. And we are so... we have to always remember that there were movies before Forrest Gump and the rest of those that had done one Oscar.
I fucking love this song.
Wings won.
Wow.
And I've seen this movie
Oscar
several
memories.
times. This was the
down
first
Oscar
movie
memory
to
lane,
win the
everybody.
Oscar.
This is down Oscar memory lane. A fantastic segment where we're going to look at some Oscar winners from Oscars past. the Droods would have done very well when they streamed that one with Tom Cruise. With Croods like Tom Cruise in him. Can't lose. Welcome to
back
stream.
in those days, it was harder to win an Oscar.
It's not the TV show Wings.
Harder to.
Starring,
what is that?
WC, wasn't it? Star Peter Weber.
Peter Weber.
Peter Weber.
They had to rely. They didn't have CGI. They didn't have special effects you'd see in a Die Hard movie.
See this, man. Mark Post has some great movie buff knowledge, man. He knows a lot about old films.
Movie explosions, gun battles, and things like that. So they had to rely on different sorts of tools, and that's what makes Wings an interesting movie.
We got Joe Estevez coming up in a little bit. Excited to hear from him, and I understood. Little Birdie just told me that Charlie Chaplin's going to stop by. The original Charlie Chaplin.
The Charlie Chaplin. It's kind of neat.
He probably won't have much to say because he's more of a fine silent movie star.
Well said.
But we will, and thank you to our sponsor, the Chinese food restaurant. What are they called?
Red Dragon or Red Flower or something, wasn't it? What is he doing?
Chinese food restaurant.
Just reading
Chinese Red Dragon or something like that. Huh? Red Flower. Yeah, they brought us
beautiful looking place.
Some egg rolls and whatever, and gave us $300 to put on a show, which I could use 10 times that. Much this is coming out of my own pocket.
Damn. I mean, say you will, but Tim, he's willing to pay money towards this, so.
Wings was a silent movie, or what? How many people were in that movie?
It was a big cast. A lot of the people you wouldn't have heard of, but they were stars of their time, and that's one of the nice things about movies.
Was W.C. Fields in that movie?
I was not. It was a great
tragedy.
Were you at the ceremony when that won?
I gave Max Sennett a Lifetime Movie Achievement Award.
How does he know so much about W.C. Fields?
Okay, the next movie we want to talk on Memory Lane, Oscar Memory Lane. It's Broadway Melody. That won second year in a row.
The fuck?
It was the second movie to win an Oscar. And Greg,
what's your favorite
scene in that movie?
Well, I mean, that had some music. That was sort of more of a musical type of thing. That's not my bag.
Don't count that as films.
I did think it had some interesting dramatic scenes. It didn't have a lot of shoot 'em up type things. That was later that kind of came into vogue. And of course, in these days, the movies were black and white, so they didn't have the whole palette of colors to try to mask
Thanks for
sort of the shortcomings.
All right, welcome back to the Oscars.
Oh, there she is, playing a fucking guitar. I hate Ellen DeGeneres. Champunga. Let's say the bottle is empty or half empty so far.
Thank you. We are back. Guys, it's been terrific. We're just having so much fun watching the Oscars here. I got to say, I
love the slow fucking falling apart of Tim Heidecker, man. It's fucking great.
That woman who won the Best Director for...
Already 50 minutes into this shit, man. God damn.
Oscar for a documentary. I can sing too. That was my message I put on Twitter.
Oscar fever?
I got Oscar fever.
I've got Oscar fever.
Yes, I do. And I got Oscar fever.
Non-alcoholic Champunga?
You don't have to...
Not yet. You will have non-alcoholic Champunga in a few Oscar specials future.
And
later on. Then I think it turns out it isn't. But, I mean, it is. Mama Talbot, of course, it's not. I mean, this is just... Tim's got high energy, man. He's just drinking non-alcoholic Champunga.
Start singing like that. That's bad form. People should have respect and keep their speeches short, correct?
Yeah,
correct.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Well
Let's bring on our first guest of the Oscar special, On Cinema Oscar special, Joe Estevez. Joe?
Yeah, buddy.
That's a big applause.
We love Joe Estevez.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks very much.
Good to see you.
There he is.
Good to see you, Joe. Take a seat.
Good to see you, my
Good to see you, Joe. What have you been up to?
Thank you, Joe. I'll ask the questions. You shut up. You want some champagne or no?
No, thank you.
Plenty of popcorn here, too. It's just like a real theater.
The real theater.
Can I ask you a couple questions?
Please.
Have you been at the Oscars? Have you been at the Oscars?
I've been close. I've been outside while they were on. Yeah, walking
well,
around.
I was going to ask you what it's like to be in the sort of the eye of the storm of being on Oscars.
The eye of the storm.
But
I don't think Joe Estevez would though.
Yeah, well, maybe next year. I'll let you know.
Positive energy and vibes. Well said, Dylan. I agree.
Which one of your films should have won the Oscar in your opinion? Because we're seeing tonight what happens is all these movies that should win from the year don't even get nominated or don't even win.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like year after year I keep asking myself, why do I even bother? Who cares?
Yeah. Who cares? Yeah.
But
junk.
Because it's the Oscars, you got to watch it.
What movie of yours should have won?
Well, you know, the problem is the most of it that I think should have won, nobody's actually heard of. Have you heard of the film Doomby?
Doomby, no.
Doomby. Well, that's a case in point. So,
let's talk about a movie we just made together called Decker. Now, a lot of people online are excited about Decker.
She didn't make the movie. You shot 5 minutes of it.
Working on the movies.
Yeah, so we saw footage of Decker last week. Every appearance by Joe's like, oh, go check it. I know the problem nephews is so fucking true. Especially fucking Tim, the black sheep of the family. But yeah. Decker, we saw this last week. Tim's spy thriller action movie where he plays the special agent Jack Decker and Joe Estevez is playing President Jason Davidson. We are going to see more of that, and of course Decker is going to become a big thing in the world of On Cinema later on, as we talked about last week. Oh yeah, speaking of which, if you want to watch any later streams that we've done before, check out my channel, check out the podcasts part of my channel, and you'll find the On Cinema Chill Streams playlist. And also, if you look at the link below, you can check out Perspective, which is the video essay documentary series I do where we talk about creative and interesting instances of creative development, including the history of On Cinema, the history of Cinemascore, and the history of Call of Duty Zombies. Those videos are going to get redone at some point as well. And also, my Streamlabs link is down below if you want to send some pennies my way, support the stream, support the channel, or whatever you would like to do. Don't have to. The fact that you're here is more than enough. Thanks for listening.
It's a big difference.
Yeah, there's a big difference.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Well, we keep doing it because a lot of movies, it's like, how do you make a movie? Well, some people make a movie all at once, and some people make it piece by piece.
And never finish.
What is it like working on
Never
Decker?
finished. It's only filmed a few scenes. Give
him
a chance.
Well, you know, so far, most of my scenes have been with the famous Tim here, and it's just been
Joe Estevez, everybody.
Terrific. You know, I have to work kind of to hold my own, you know. But
oh, he's so sweet.
Let's look at Decker. Let's look at this. Is a brand new scene. We put up a scene last week on the show, and I want to show you guys a brand new scene from Decker.
Here we go, more Decker, everybody.
Last weekend, not coming. New scene from Decker. Probably gonna be an Academy Awards.
Probably gonna be an Oscar winner. Ooh. Exclusive Decker preview clip. The White House. Oh, 400 hours. It looks like 4 in the morning. There he is. Why is the frame rate so fucked? What camera did they use?
Hello, Mr. President.
Hello, Mr. President.
how did you get access to my private elevator?
With all due respect, Mr. President, I don't think you want to know the answer to that question.
Never mind.
This guy's such a great
actor.
actor.
I didn't even know you were back in the country.
Well, let's keep it that way. There's a whole shitload of shit you don't know.
Shitload of shit.
Roger that. How did the mission go?
Let's put it.
Being able to pretend to be a terrible actor is a skill, I think. Like, there's acting and then there's acting like a bad actor, and Tim's very good at it.
This way, the Iranian
That's a great actor. The Iranian situation.
That's fantastic.
Oh, I do what I say I'm gonna do. Not like you.
Not like you.
Well, there is one hit.
I recently found out that Joe E. Body doubled for Sheen on Apocalypse Now. What? Did he? That's fucking crazy. I mean, it makes sense. Martin Sheen and Joe Estevez, of course. But that's fucking crazy. I had no idea. I need to look into that.
What?
Oscar winner.
When I was in Tehran.
Give it 5 bags of popcorn and maybe a little bag of flames.
And I tortured a young man. Couldn't have been older than 12.
Couldn't have been older than 12. A young man.
Tell me everything you fucking know, or I'm gonna blow your head off.
Oh.
He looked me in the eye and said, "I know one thing."
Yeah.
He told me something so shocking I could almost not believe it.
Whoa.
He
This
said
is
one
intense,
of your
man.
Secret Service agents is a spy, and he's here to assassinate you.
Whoa.
Do we know who it is?
If I knew who it was, do you think I'd be talking to you? I couldn't get that far. I had to shoot him right in the mouth.
Fucking hell.
What are we gonna do?
This
First
film's
thing
amazing.
I need is every file on all your Secret Service
Is that
agents.
fact? God damn it, the rat hole deepens.
And then you're gonna have to wear a wire.
A fucking wire.
We'll be in touch.
Whoa! Spin. Great scene, man.
All right, well, that was your first look at Decker scene number 2.
Looking good, man.
Well, pretty hard keeping up with you there, Tim.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, this guy is one of the greatest. I mean, what a pleasure to work with an artist like that. Put the pipe down, please.
I try. Oh, listen, by the way, little gift for you.
No.
I love gifts.
From,
is this it?
From my
is this
my
it?
wife and I.
This is nice.
They kind of let me put that back on there.
I thought it was the Decker. You'll see about that soon, don't worry. That's the Decker.
Okay, well, just pretend
it looks like a ring
that's
or something.
still there. Okay, all right.
This is neat. I hope it's not some kind of
well, it's something that you know you'd be.
What is this?
Very pleased with, I think.
Oh, flax seeds.
Heroin
or something?
What is that? Flaxseed.
Hey, flaxseeds.
Thank you very
much. So thoughtful.
I don't like it this crushed, but I like it. The seeds themselves. When you crush it, sometimes lose the nutritional
It's emergency kit.
Absolutely.
You know, just in case.
Very, very thoughtful.
Keep that in the glove compartment.
Send the flaxseed if you want, because I don't like spending money on it at the health food store.
Flax seeds, everybody.
Our new guest, who's on the show,
I just had a question for Joe really quick.
Stop talking.
Can I just ask Joe a question? I think the people are tweeting at me. They want to know. Joe, what's it like shooting scenes for a movie that you know will never be completed or will never air?
Oh, Greg is so down on Decker, man. It's so unnecessary.
Answer that question.
Not to be
I want to talk to my new guest, Franklin.
Sniping, man.
Charlie Chaplin.
Yes.
Charlie Chaplin's on the show tonight. Thank you, Charlie, for being with us.
Charlie Chaplin, man.
Say anything?
He doesn't speak a lot.
Right.
Doesn't speak a lot.
Right.
Doesn't speak a lot. Yeah.
Do you care about my list for what I think's going to win tonight?
Yes.
What's going on here? Here we go.
Quickly, yes.
As long as Decker's not on it.
All right.
One of my favorite lines is about to come up in a minute.
All right. Best Picture, 12 Years a Slave.
Okay, no.
Good choice.
Best Director, Steve McQueen.
Okay, let's keep going. Yes.
Yes.
Best actor, Bruce Dern.
So,
Best actress, Kate Blanchett.
There's the Mark Proch glasses, everybody. He's wearing the glasses for the first time ever.
Okay.
And we already got the Best Supporting Actor, right? And Best Supporting Actress, Sally Hawkins.
Okay. And don't forget, folks, Greg Turkington has a huge surprise for us coming up later.
Joe did all the voiceover. Wow, Joe Estevez, man, is a man of hidden talents. Honestly, really, 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 that's crazy. All of it. What a guy. That's kind of all the Sheens and fucking Estevezes are very fucking. They're just very similar to each other. It's very strange.
In the show, and Sally Kellerman will be joining us from MASH. You know Sally?
I do.
Yeah, good. Well, she'll be here shortly.
Beautiful.
And we're having a lot of fun talking about her.
Yeah.
We're having a lot of fun talking about her.
Joe, a little bit about what it's like to be there when the. I know that when you were there, it must have been a different situation.
Look at us, film buffs in the chat, everybody. Well done. All you fucking apocalypse freaks out there, film buff expertise in the chat.
Situation.
I love it. I love
not
it.
as much media scrutiny, but when you win in a or no, even
Oh,
when you're
shit.
nominated or being just invited to the
True
after
story.
party,
Check it out.
give us a little insider's view into that.
Well, there's a lot of jealousy, you know.
Damn, really?
Not myself, of course, but among the ones that.
I don't see Joe Estevez being jealous.
You know,
Mark,
nominated, but.
Can we get? Pardon me.
Yeah.
Mark, if you're going to do Chaplin.
Why the fuck does he keep doing this? He keeps asking Joe a question and then cutting the fucking Mark Brokst doing some fucking shit. Just pick a lane, Tim. Do one thing or the other.
Don't just mime around.
Well, I mean, Chaplin didn't talk. I mean, I can do the British thing.
Just say something, because I can't just cut to you and just like act like an asshole.
He's talking now.
Okay, well,
He's talking
I didn't know you were cutting right then.
2 hours, 33 minutes.
Okay.
5 bags of
People want to see people
a bag
talk.
of flames.
It's not silent movies.
I don't know if you want.
I don't know what you want me to do.
Joe's laughing.
You come with a bag of tricks.
Come with a bag of tricks. Give some tricks we can fucking use.
Okay, sorry.
Great line.
Joe, what's it like
on the air?
Joe,
are we on the air right now?
Oh, okay.
What's it like when you're working on a film?
Mark doesn't know what to do.
We're not on the air, so don't even worry about it.
Because
Do you want
somebody's
me
an
doing it right
alcoholic.
now or no?
This is fucking chaos.
I'll call you, but when I
crossfading.
call for Charlie Chaplin, say, I'm Charlie Chaplin. Just explain who you are.
Got it.
Oh yeah, we're strictly minutes here, lest we forget.
Got it.
You know what I mean? We're not on the air, but you guys can talk.
We're not on the air.
Silent.
Is he going to do the little walk, you think?
I don't care.
Charlie.
I don't give a shit.
He looks a lot like W.C. Fields.
That was the same guy.
He looks a lot like
Oh,
W.C.
my
Fields.
goodness, the same fella.
I begged them to get us like 3 or 4 different people
Talented guy, though.
Talented guy, he's smart
to do
pro.
both Charlie Chaplin
All right.
and...
Greg,
yeah.
I want to talk about the next segment. What are you give me a little heads up as to what you're planning for the big surprise. I have to
The
know.
Oscar finale.
What's coming? Because
Well,
if I don't...
it sort of encompasses 100 years of film history into just a few seconds. All the titles that you grew up with, all the titles that you love, all the movies that influenced later movies from the beginning of film history all the way through to movies that just came out within the last 10 years are all going to be represented. There aren't going to be necessarily explosions in a fireworks sense, but I think you're going to find that it's a very explosive segment. It's something I'm very proud of. You should stick around, Joe, if you can, and see what we've
Joe's
got
probably
cooked
got
up.
better things to do. You're going to some after parties.
I've been invited to a few. Yeah, did my a couple of my films make your 500 list, by the way?
Yes, they did.
Oh, thank goodness. Well, that's
Bunions.
All right.
That's good. Bunions in it. Good.
Well, thank you very much for coming on the show.
Okay, that's it.
And yes, I think
Nice
when we
choice,
come back
Liz.
from break, we will not have you on
That's
here.
something I
want
did.
No, have you on here?
No, absolutely not.
okay.
And listen, I want to talk to you on
I thought the
Saturday.
gift was a good idea.
No, the gift is great. No, he's just playing along.
He was just playing along.
Saturday,
That's so sweet of him.
We talked about 9 a.m.
Right, that's good.
Okay.
I could, yeah, sure.
Don't you usually sleep in later after you've been drinking so much at
No,
night?
I'm talking about next Saturday. I want to do a scene with Joe. I have an idea for a scene that involves the president calling Decker from Tehran.
He's a creative guy. Tehran?
You want me to leave now or wait till they cut out?
Yeah, why don't we sneak you out now?
Just go out. Just
no,
go out.
don't do that.
Okay.
Joe's with the sneak out.
Thank you so much, Tim.
Thank you, Joe.
It's been fun.
Joe Estevez, everybody.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Say hi to my Hobbit heads over there. They'd really appreciate meeting you.
Oh, Joe gets a clap and you get a standing ovation, man.
We'll just
Get a shot of the Hobbit heads with Joe.
Get a shot of the Hobbit heads.
On Cinema Buff.
There he goes.
Okay.
Who's the
Stump the Buff?
Stop the Buff, everybody. This is a segment that we had before on the show where Tim Heidecker asks Greg Turkington a bunch of film-related questions to see if he knows and see if they stump the Buff. Here we go. It's coming up next.
Thanks to Joe Estevez, who's actually hanging out in the Losers Lounge.
The Losers Lounge.
Chaplin and Greg's friends who we met. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the next segment, which is Stump the Buff. Now,
here we go.
This is a segment we did last year. Everybody loves Stump the Buff. And it's I'm going to ask you a couple of questions.
There it is.
And as soon as you answer them right, we will move on to the next segment.
Where are you getting the questions from?
I actually got this from the Film Buffs checklist right here. Can you shut up back there,
The Film Buffs
Joe?
checklist?
I can hear every word you're saying.
I know that book.
Film Buff.
That's a great book.
He's read it before.
That's a book I would recommend if you're online. Order a copy. You can learn a lot about cinema from reading that book. A lot about
Thanks, Greg.
whether or not a film is good or bad. They sort of clue you in.
Okay. Well,
he's read it.
let's talk
So you should know the
about
answers, right?
Stump the Buff.
I had an idea
Stump
for
the
something
Buff.
a little bit different. We're kind of just winging it here, but something
We're winging
called
it.
Stump the Host.
Oh, you
A very tightly planned show.
want to play dirty? Okay. What do you got? You got some.
Some trivia questions. See how you do. We'll give you.
Stump the Host.
If you get 3 out of 5, donate $1,000 to the charity of your choice.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's bringing this up because they did Stump the Buff last time for charity, and Greg got all the questions wrong, so no money went to charity. So it sounds like he's trying to do the same thing here.
Sounds good.
A snipe job here.
Okay, here's the first one. Who produced Casablanca?
Casablanca, starring Humphrey Bogart. Say Hal.
I have a fun time.
Hal
with
B.
the run
Wallace.
Time.
Okay.
Godfrey Daniels.
Good one. You got it.
You knew it.
1 for 1. Second one.
Wow.
Who played Dracula in the original, not the remake, the original 1932 Dracula? Who was Dracula?
Bela Lugosi. Bela Lugosi.
Wrong. It
He's
was
right.
Lon Chaney Jr.
No, it wasn't.
So you're
What do you mean?
1 out of 2.
Yeah.
No, I
no.
don't think I am. I think I'm 2 out of 2. I want to
Lon Chaney Jr. played the Wolfman.
How many Oscars did Pretty Woman?
How many people are playing online? We'll play online right now.
Twitter.
How many people are watching? Tell me this. Who played Dracula? The original. I said Bela Lugosi.
It was Lon Chaney, so you were wrong.
It's not Lon Chaney Jr.
I'll check
Greg.
Google too. Lon Chaney Dracula.
False
or
info.
Dracula. Original Dracula. Yep, Lon Chaney.
Yeah, Lon Chaney.
I'm sorry, Bela Lugosi, right here.
No, Lon Chaney was Dracula.
Lon Chaney Jr. played
Bela
the
Lugosi
Wolfman.
it was
And
Lon
he also
Chaney.
played the Frankenstein monster
Dracula.
one time.
Yep, here we go. Sorry.
It's a fake website.
There you go. Bela Lugosi. Sorry, everybody.
Let me see.
What's a fake website? Here we
Hey,
go.
look.
Fake news.
Bela
There's Lon
Lugosi,
Chaney
I
back there.
win.
Oh, in Son of Dracula, it was Lon Chaney Jr.
Yeah.
Okay. No,
That's right.
It's well.
He didn't play Dracula,
Son of
played
Dracula.
Alucard.
So
Which was
we're
kind
talking about.
Here we go, Greg trying to
Sorry,
backpedal
we're
now.
talking about.
But the
Dracula.
original, the original Dracula.
Can you shut up
movie,
back there?
but the-
Charlie Chaplin, I asked you to speak when you're being spoken to, but now you're speaking the whole show. You're talking about whatever you.
I meant chronologically in that Son of Dracula was sort of a prequel to Dracula.
Oh,
Bela Lugosi,
Greg,
Bela Lugosi,
come
Bela
on,
Lugosi,
bro.
Bela Lugosi was in Dracula. You're right.
Bela Lugosi,
Yeah, come
Bela
on.
Lugosi,
Talking-
Bela Lugosi, Bela Lugosi,
Bela Lugosi, Bela
So-
Lugosi, Bela Lugosi,
Well,
Bela
I don't
Lugosi.
know that it really says that on your screen.
Well, thanks for
Okay,
playing
well-
Stump the Buff.
How many Oscars
At least Greg
was
accepted they
Pretty
defeat them.
Woman nominated for?
Good question.
6.
One. So you're
Damn.
5 off there.
Yeah, you lose points for that.
What is the name of the program? It's 2 letters that you should probably enter next year before
SAG.
SAG.
one of these Oscar
Screen Actors Guild,
ceremonies.
SAG.
2 letters.
Let's go
I can only
to
imagine
our
what the
next
answer is.
segment, which is
He
tribute
knows.
to our fallen actors. I had this idea, which was.
2
You'll
letters.
see this happening on the awards, and by the way, the awards have been nothing but a disappointment.
As usual.
If Ellen
What the fuck? Who the fuck is that? Is that Justin Gaynor? Who's bumping into Joe Estevez there?
If Ellen DeGeneres.
I wonder if that is Justin Gaynor. If you don't know, Justin Gaynor is like an executive producer on Cinema. Like the real executive producer. He made the On Cinema Timeline, this website we're using right now and stuff like that. It looks like Justin Gaynor. I don't know if it is. It could be.
DeGeneres.
Holy fuck.
If Ellen DeGeneres knew what was
The fuck just happened there?
were, if
Just knocked all
Oscars
that shit down.
were generous, this is a joke I said earlier, people missed it. I'll tell it again. If Oscars were generous, they would have somebody, a talk show host that people care about, somebody like Steve Harvey hosting it.
That was a good joke.
You
Steve
understand
Harvey
that?
hosting it.
Steve Harvey would be a terrific host. He would be so special, so different than the usual. He'd kind of go, aha, now we have somebody
Aha.
that we can connect with.
What is he talking
He's
about?
a host with the most.
Cool.
He is the best Oscar host.
Yeah.
Steve Harvey should be
Oscar
the next
host?
of the Oscars.
Yeah, right.
If you're going to go the afternoon talk show, daytime talk show host.
Good choice. What
Now
the
we want
fuck?
to do a segment
Charlie Chaplin
which
and Greg.
is really about all those that have passed. Not just people that have passed earlier this year, but or last year, people that have passed
The Oscars that died,
passed
man.
on through history.
The Oscars that passed on.
Oscars lost.
Oscars lost. Beautiful.
Heroes. And Oscars lost hers.
Beautiful.
This is a segment about them.
Why we see
passed
them?
on.
Right,
People
let's
that
do
passed
it.
on and
Yeah, they're
died.
dead. Why? The fuck? He's not dead! I can hear them laughing. You're gonna see some look at Tim and Greg's face, you will see them trying not to laugh very hard. There, Oscar, that's the wrong segment. There we go. Alan Ladd, God rest. You can hear them. Greg's put his fucking pipe in his mouth so he can hide it. You see Greg laughing? It's so funny. Decker? Who? God rest. R.I.P. He's here with us today. There he is! Tim Heidecker. That was beautiful. Oh, it's still going. Humphrey Bogart. There they are! Laughing away. It's so funny. Just Joe. He's like, what? Oh, James Dean. That's a controversial one right there. I wonder why. There he is. There he is. Charlie Chaplin. She was in films. Some Like It Hot. Looks like Joe's about to cry, man. Very emotional. Joe Estevez. Yep. This is a long segment. Who? What are they talking about back there? Yul Brynner?
Thank you very much.
Very emotional.
Those were all people that we missed terribly. And my warning, this is my
The
final
Hobbit heads
warning
are
to
getting a
Joe
bit fed up.
Estevez and Mark, Charlie Chaplin. If you guys keep talking, I'm going to ask you to all leave. And Greg, I'm going to ask you to leave too, unless you start picking up your game and talking about something
Greg
people care
Tarkington?
about.
Yeah, Joe's like, what?
About Decker, the movie Decker. I think
Here we
it has
go.
a lot of potential
Oh,
to
good.
not get finished because of this rift between you and Joe.
Well,
This rift?
you
And
know,
I think that's maybe a good thing.
I don't know if that's necessarily
rift?
fair. I think, Joe, I think we're going to finish Decker. I mean, you're doing a great job. I don't know if I need you for that. I don't know if I need you for that more scenes, because I don't think we
Not
want to
more
make it
scenes.
a buddy movie. It's not about the president and Joe Decker. But
Joe Estevez, man. Fire him
we might
back.
as well get our money's worth out of our Charlie Chaplin
Oh,
impersonator.
damn. Joe Estevez with the fucking...
Charlie, what did you think of the Oscars so far?
Damn.
Cheer it right out, chap. It was a jolly good show, my governor.
My governor.
You're better at the Jim Carrey shit.
Oh. Huh?
You stick with your Jim Carrey. It doesn't make sense if we did two. If you did WC, and then you do Charlie, it might as well just stick with somebody that everybody knows or cares about.
What do you mean? Everyone knows Charlie Chaplin.
About Charlie Chaplin. He's
Of
one of the
course.
all-time legends of movies.
Yes.
Up there with Bogart and W.C. Fields and people like that.
Yeah.
Well,
Well
it was
said.
a dumb choice. I said, Greg, help me out, because I don't know how to fill all much time. So he says, how about we get this impersonator, a friend of mine, and he brings this.
Oh, it was a damn. So how long has Greg known Mark? If he was a friend, I mean, they must have been pals for a very, very long time, or at least for a while. He said he's a friend, so makes you wonder. Their past goes beyond on cinema, it seems. Interesting.
Loser.
And you'd rather have your acupuncturist, Dr. San.
Dr. San is with
listen,
us.
Thanks for watching. We're going to be back shortly with Miss Sally Kellerman.
Sally Kellerman. Look forward to it. Who's laughing back there? Mark. Wow, 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 wow. There's the ball
Hi, everybody.
again.
Welcome back. We're so happy to have you here. I'm going to need more champagne.
Every time they zoom out of the fucking bottle of champunga, he's just getting worse and worse.
Right now.
Right now.
Open it off
Hurry up.
camera.
Open it
Don't be an
wide.
asshole.
Don't be an asshole.
Greg's got something he wanted to do. I don't know what it is.
I'm presenting a new segment called When Oscar Got It Wrong.
When Oscar Got It Wrong, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to When Oscar Got It Wrong. A segment we'll see in many other future installments of the Oscar specials, and I believe this will be Greg Turkington taking us through films that got snubbed during the Oscars, much like The Hobbit.
And I think you'll find this interesting.
I think so.
I'll do it. Let me do it. Let me do it.
Oscar got it wrong with Greg Turkington.
There's more fun. People are looking for adventure. This Oscar's been nothing but a bore. So I will open some champagne.
We could spice it up with this next segment on when Oscar got it wrong.
Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? Who cares? Whee! I win! All right.
Yeah, buddy.
Go ahead with your whatever you want to say. But this is Greg's going to read a post.
Read a post?
We had put on Facebook a couple months ago.
Well, it's it's based on that, but it's its own segment. It's called When Oscar Got It Wrong.
I really should have looked at the Facebook a bit closer for the doc, but I didn't.
I've changed it a bit, so.
I didn't know they used it that often.
When Oscar Got It Wrong.
When Oscar got it wrong.
The Academy Awards has been the major award for movies since its inception.
They're just gonna read.
But behind all the glitz and glamour, sometimes they've gotten it
How many
wrong
cards
and
has he
chose
got?
the wrong movie. This presentation is a look at Oscar's biggest mistakes through the years.
This article, so it is just the same thing as the Facebook post, it sounds like.
The Oscar snubs that we will never forget.
Oh. Wipe up. Oh my god! There's so much liquid there. Keep going.
1939, The Wizard of Oz was nominated but did not win Best Picture.
Wow.
Since then, it has gone on to become one of the biggest classics of all time.
That's true.
Nothing against 1998 Shakespeare in Love,
red carpet's fucked
but
up.
why should that movie have the coveted Best Picture Oscar when The Wizard's mantelpiece remains empty?
Wait, what?
1981,
Gwyneth Paltrow?
Chariots of Fire wins Best Picture. I agree that it was deserving, but feel 1981 should have been the year of the rare Oscar tie, and that the statue should have gone to two films, both Chariots of Fire and Raiders of the Lost Ark. History has shown them both to be eternal classics.
Why is he speaking over Greg?
Oscar needs to have more ties in general.
Yeah.
Skip the last paragraph.
1990, The Godfather 3. Let's face it. It would have been cool if The Godfather 3 could break an Oscar record by joining The Godfather and Godfather 2 as the only time that a series has won three Oscars. Instead, a little movie called Dances with Wolves put Kevin Costner on the map. 2012, The Hobbit breaks all box office records.
Of course.
And is an audience favorite. Yet it is not nominated at all. Meanwhile, unseen movies like Beasts of the Southern Wild are. And then, to add insult to injury, Argo wins, not The Hobbit.
No, it was not
Let's
Argo.
face it.
They have a framed picture of that little dwarf character. Yeah, they do. They have a little picture of that fucking dwarf, like the most iconic on-cinema Oscar special image of all time.
Hold on.
Brilliant.
You have become... Let me just finish this. Let's face it, Oscar,
Fargo won that year.
You have become out of touch.
The movie is called Fargo, not Argo.
No, that was a different movie. 2013, The Hobbit 2 was even better than the first.
Charlie?
But in what is being heralded as Oscar's
was it called Fargo?
It was
Fargo, my good chap.
Fargo, my good
chap.
chap.
In 2012, it was Argo. So I'm afraid that you guys are wrong.
Oh
in
my
what is
God,
being heralded as Oscar's biggest mistake, The Hobbit 2 is left off the list once again. Fortunately, Oscar nominations are essentially suggestions for the voters and are not binding. It remains to be seen if The Hobbit 2 will win anyway, but odds are good.
Furious Knuckles right
It's a great movie, and Destiny will make it one of the all-time classics of our generation.
You can't fucking move Greg. He's an immovable option.
Oscar,
he's an immovable
here's your
object.
chance to right your wrongs.
You can't
to make
stop
up for
Greg
some
when
of
he's
the
on a
historic
fucking
flubs
segment
of the
tirade.
past. Will you get it right?
Great segment.
Well,
when Oscar got it wrong, everybody. Insightful stuff.
Up next, Miss Sally Kellerman
Here she
from
comes.
MASH, one of the Oscar winners of the world.
Why is this
Thank you
tie
very
out?
much for coming on the show, Sally. And if anybody wants to hear a reprise of Oscar,
I would love to hear Oscar Fever again. Please, oh please, make it happen.
My number.
My number is me to start reading it out. That's great. Clean up after yourselves, please. There she is, Sally Kellerman, everybody. Watching some Oscar. There's Mark just standing there. Yep. Good stuff. It's looking good. Are they just watching The Wizard of Oz right now? Who's Mark tweeting that? scrolling. The dude's doom scrolling over there. Someone at the phone. Yep. He's doom scrolling, alright. I recognise that thumb movement anywhere. Beautiful camera work right now. It's really focusing in on fucking Mark for some fucking reason. Oh shit, dude. What's happening here then? Hobbit head stretching out. Sally Kellerman's back of her head. There's Putin. Why? Oh boy.
Back to the On Cinema, second annual On Cinema
Take my
Oscar
jumper off, everybody.
Been enjoying the show. It's a beautiful version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
I've also been enjoying
sung by
the show.
Pink.
Bear with me.
Beautiful version of that song. I want to welcome to the broadcast. We've been talking about her all night.
Some classic movie and monsters on my shirt today, ladies and
or
gentlemen.
Sally Kellerman. Miss or Mrs. whatever I should say. With Charlie Chaplin. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We really do appreciate it. I mean, this is our second. This is Greg Turkington.
So nice to meet you.
One of the
Sally Kellerman, everybody, from Match.
Sometimes the guest, but you're the guest at the moment.
Resident expert.
Yeah, he's a film buff and knows just about everything there is to know about film.
Oh, you all are stunning.
Oh, thank you very much.
Stunning. Your insight, your
thank you.
knowledge of film.
Yeah,
Isn't that
film.
nice?
Remarkable.
Would you like some champagne, or are you okay?
No, I'll have some champagne.
Well, can we have a glass for Miss
Looks
Kellerman?
like you
That's the whole
spilled
idea.
it.
The
Looks
whole
like you
idea
spilled
was that
it.
we would have something ready for her. That was the whole idea. All right, we'll stand by on that. I'll get you set up with some champagne. I'm going to have a little bit myself.
Oh, really?
Looks like you spilled quite a bit.
Well,
Yeah,
I
that
know.
was
This-
Tim's. He
oh, look at this. A golden.
had too many.
Whoa!
A
Golden
chalice for Miss
champunga
Kellerman.
for
Oh,
Miss
you
Sally
darling.
Kellerman.
And it's not cold, but you know how it is.
Oh, great.
It's
Yeah,
prop champagne, but it's the real stuff, actually. Miss Kellerman, thank you so much for being here. Cheers.
They always get the most like random actors and actresses and stuff, but they always play the bits so perfectly. I don't know how they're so in sync with the world. It's fascinating to watch.
Cheers to you.
Well,
and
here's to you, and you can call me Sally.
Sally.
Sure.
We'll call you Sally.
Ooh, Sally.
Yeah, call me Sally.
You have been nominated for an
Not many
Academy
get to
Award,
call her
correct?
Sally unless you're a
That
film
is
buff.
pretty neat to be, because our other guest, Joe Estevez, do you know Joe Estevez?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
nominated apparently. So.
No, the writer?
No, you're talking
writer?
about Joe Esterhaus.
Oh.
Huh?
Joe Estevez.
How did you
Martin
know that?
Sheen's brother.
Oh, yeah, I love him.
Yeah, he's a
He's
good guy.
He's
But you
a
did.
really good guy.
Talk
He's a
to
good
us
guy.
a little bit about Oscar night 1970.
1970, before you all were born.
God,
Man's Chinese Theater.
Well, I don't remember. I don't remember where we were.
But you
I was
were
too
there for
excited.
MASH.
The Dorothy Chandler Pavilion.
That's right.
That's where
Is
they
that what
used
it
to-
was?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, very
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
And you
He
were
knows,
there
he
for
knows, he
Max.
knows.
I was.
Expert.
I
Expert.
got nominated for Best Supporting Actress for Hot Lips.
One of the great
What
roles.
was the energy like in the room?
Oh, it was so exciting. Anything one did with Robert Altman was fun.
By the way, not spiked. Feel free to drink it.
Thank you.
We're not going to
Well, the warm
Why did Tim feel the need to say that?
get you in
thing
trouble.
kinda-
Get you
I
in
know,
trouble.
it's not the
Like-
best champagne,
Well,
but
it's,
we
no,
only got
it's fun. Well, I'll
$300.
drink.
We only got $300 to produce the show.
Oh,
so.
bless your heart. Well, I'll drink
Bless
to you
your
too.
heart. How adorable.
Well, champagne's better than no champagne, is like what my uncle used to
Not
say.
bad, really.
It's not bad.
No,
Pretend
it really
it's
isn't.
sake.
Yeah, you know, I got to sing on the Academy Awards at the same time, and I was so excited about that.
Wow.
I was under contract to Verve at 18, and I made my first album, Lou Adler, and, you know,
Of course.
She
Janis
made music?
Joplin influenced. But Quincy Jones was a friend of mine, and he knew I sang, so
Quincy
he said, yeah, you'll
Jones?
sing, and I sang with Burt Lancaster, Petula Clark, and Ricardo Montalban.
Holy
No,
shit.
what a list. Now
How
you
was
have people
Ricardo's
like...
voice?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I was too excited, you know, because I was, and they had to come to me and say, quick, get into your seat, your category. I'd forgotten all about
It's quite an
my
interesting little
category.
story, though.
Stressful night that must have been.
But it was exciting night. And when I didn't win, and who was it that won?
Just
from
listen to that great
Airport?
story right now.
Oh,
Ugh.
Oh,
Why is he
the
laughing at
Broadway
that?
actress, I can't think of her name, and she was about
Shirley
82.
Temple.
No, I
Who
don't
the
know.
fuck
I
is
can't
that?
think of her name. But I can
Is that?
remember yours and yours.
yes.
Is that how they're talking about?
Yes, I am.
I think that's one of the biggest upsets in history of Oscar, because you should have won that award.
I should
I'm saying
have.
it on
Well,
the
as I
record.
was
How
saying-
many- First of
Ching,
all, you
ching.
don't remember Airport. No one talks about seeing Airport. They
Never
talk
seen
about
it.
seeing MASH.
An airplane. They
It
talk
was
about
Helen
airplane.
Hayes, and
Helen
they talk about
Hayes.
her
Well,
plane.
she's dead.
Helen Hayes.
Well, then I can say this without any retrograde. Anybody, no one's going to call me. No one's going to. No, Helen Hayes isn't going to call me.
No,
but I'm glad she's dead.
I hope she's not. Oh, that's nice. Well, I'm glad she's dead now too.
That's right.
She doesn't have to hear that.
And also, if she was still alive, she'd be 120, and nobody wants to live that old.
Yeah, it's a little strange to be.
Yeah, that'd be
that old.
ridiculous, wouldn't it?
So you,
guys, yeah.
You guys.
MASH must have been one of the first roles you had, or had you been in a lot of films before that?
You know, I'd guest starred on every television show in the '60s, including the pilot of Star Trek.
Okay. Wow, really?
And you know, and I was desperate to get out of the television into movies.
You could have got Star Trek, though.
When
That'd be
I
crazy.
went to meet Bob, he just said in the middle of the meeting, I'd never heard of him, I didn't know who he was, and he said, I'll give you the best part in the picture, Hot Lips. I wore red lipstick that day. So then I rushed home and read it. I hated it and rushed back. There was no part, and I went back in tears. They said, you have to go back and meet him. He's really talented. And
sorry. Was that a signal?
Yeah, that
was a signal.
Anyway, blah, blah, blah. And it was just, it was
Greg's getting a bit fucking...
sight.
Do you know Star Trek, the second movie, was the one set in San Francisco, or was it?
So obviously we're bringing this up again. Man, the Star Trek thing has been going on since the podcast. It is the longest running arc on cinema history. Star Trek 2 and Star Trek 4, and it's still going on. It's fucking nuts.
The fourth. Star Trek, the movies, yeah.
She doesn't watch the movies.
She
doesn't watch the movies.
No.
But the one where they go back to San Francisco,
of course,
is the second one.
Greg's just laughing.
Don't listen to him. He's out of his mind. He's had too much champagne.
See, that is. Well, you know what? I'll call you when I get home and find out.
Charlie?
He's cracking the whole interview. We have this argument whether or not Star Trek 2.
Yeah, they're just talking about an inside joke. I bet Sally Kellerman doesn't even know about this inside joke. It's basically a fucking inside joke they're talking about.
It was set in San Francisco. It wasn't. It was Star Trek 4. Anyways, that's not why you're here.
That's the old thing, yeah.
Yeah, that old sort of argument.
The old sort of argument.
What is your typical Oscar night? I mean, now that you've been up for the award so many years ago, but now do you look forward to watching the award, or is it something
I love to watch it. I love to watch it in my bed. You know what I mean? I like to just
get under the
not
covers.
A big party. I don't like that kind of stuff for watching the Oscars. It's a serious, exciting. It's as exciting now to me as it was then.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And I mean, actually, I haven't won an Academy Award yet, so.
Yet I love that you added yet, because you. Deserve to everybody. Actually, everybody here deserves.
You all deserve an Academy Award.
I agree.
Did they give you? This is something I wondered about, and I consider myself an expert about these things, but you can't find this information on the internet or from talking to people who haven't been nominated. I've always wondered, do they give you a certificate as a nominee, or a small Oscar?
How do you have
maybe
proof
a small
that you were nominated?
Talk about the disappointment. You know, today when you're nominated, you get like $10,000 worth of things in your bag.
Really?
I got a plaque.
So you do get a plaque.
A plaque isn't bad.
Yeah, a plaque.
You have it with you.
And I have a Golden Globe plaque, and I have I got nominated for Best Foreign Actress in Canada. I have a plaque for that.
Foreign actress in Canada?
Ukraine. Anything? We were talking earlier about Putin.
Oh, there he is.
Has reared his ugly head again.
Reared this ugly head again? He's one of the classic movie villains, much like Osama bin Laden.
Nuclear war, unfortunately. And since you were in that dealt with the Vietnam War, and wondering if that's as, are we
was MASH Vietnam? Wow, so much I know about it.
I'm so glad you asked me. A real expert on where we're heading.
Well, who knows?
I don't have a clue.
Okay.
I mean, and I don't know why.
Well, I would be concerned. In fact, I would say to everybody watching tonight, be very afraid.
Be very afraid.
I believe that nuclear war is
everyone, we're gonna fucking die after the stream, so you know, buckle up, buckaroo.
Upon us.
So I'm saying.
I would say to everyone listening, not to be afraid.
Oh.
And to keep your thinking in a place where you just know that's not going to happen.
Fair enough.
And think about movies, and think about the Oscars, and think about The Hobbit, and not dwell on fantastical situations.
Exactly.
That are not likely
listen,
to happen.
I love this. I think this
Sally's
we
on
can
Team
turn
Greg.
this night, because forget the Oscars, honestly.
No.
Who cares?
Honestly.
Let's
focus on the Oscars.
Let's focus on the Oscar and focus on when I will be getting my next nomination.
There you go.
Well said, Sally.
Well, I like it. It almost feels like we're doing an episode of Crossfire. You know that show on CNN where it's point, counterpoint? I think I'd be a terrific guest on something, one of those political shows.
I think you didn't.
We have question time here in the UK. It's fucking hilarious. question time, everybody.
Drink so much, you would be.
That's our political show.
Actually, and I don't drink very much.
And
I only have
this
2
is
glasses
good.
of
Is this
champagne.
really soda
This
pop?
is
Or is this
no, this
champagne?
is Boucher La Vizine.
Soda pop.
Brut Imperial. So it's the real deal.
Oh
I hope you're not
la
drunk.
la,
Ooh la la,
Thank you guys for watching. Let's check back in with the Oscars. Can we?
The fuck is
go to
that?
Charlie
Is that
Chaplin, then
fucking?
let him do his thing. Go to if you're not ready, go to Charlie.
Who's the guy who played fucking Gollum again? I forget his fucking name. The mocap guy, Mr. Mocap. How am I blanking on his fucking name? Anyone can help me with that? Thanks.
That's the new rule.
And now do you want me just to step off and go?
Whatever you'd like to do.
Oh, shucks. The Hobbit feet and Greg Torkington's feet. How lucky are we?
We are back with my new best friend, Sally Kellerman, and I believe we'll be staying in touch.
How long we got left on this?
I believe
over
you
halfway
will.
now.
I wouldn't miss it for and
Sally,
if Tim, I don't want to leave you out. Yeah.
We're
Tim's a
approaching.
good guy, and I love
approaching
working with
the
him.
third
If he
act.
contacts you about a movie called Decker, do not return the call. The movie is not really.
Leave
a real
Decker
movie, and it's
alone.
not really worth your time.
Well,
so.
that's rude to say on camera.
That is rude to say on camera.
You have to make your own choices. You know, I mean, you've obviously done risky moves. Working with somebody like Robert Altman must have been a choice. Must have been an exciting experience for you.
Truly.
And Sally's
There's
going to
Decker.
be joining us for the rest of the event.
Is she?
And she's going to be with us through the thick and thin when we find out who's the best
She sounds happy
movie
about
of
it.
the year. Your picks for best movie.
I'm so excited.
Your picks for best movie. Let's get it on the record right now. I put you on the spot.
Oh.
Our Vandalay rising in the morning. God, where bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Welcome to the stream, Art Vandalay. Good to see you. It's been a little while. How are we, friend? Morning, guys. Hope you're feeling bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, my friend.
Yeah,
We're just approaching the third act of the Oscar special, my friend.
Two
You can't pick MASH because it's
Sally
not
Kellerman.
Oh,
nominated.
it's not nominated?
Hope you're doing well.
Hey, man, I made about 50 movies, but, you know,
Okay.
MASH reigns. The Sublime. I got 2 people that I love.
Go on, Sally.
And so I'm going to just say that I hope it's one of those 2 people. And I'm not saying
Liam
what it
Neeson?
is, even if you get me
Oh, no?
up against the wall.
Okay.
Peter Jackson for The Hobbit.
Well,
Oh, God.
it doesn't look like it's Peter's
Oh,
night,
God.
Greg,
No.
unfortunately.
Yeah, of course not. I've been quite well, Art. Thank you very much. I've been working away on the content over here. The voiceover for the next video is nearly done. Just maybe crack out tomorrow and it'll be finished, and then I can start editing it, which is great. New video will be here very soon.
Back to an earlier point, Greg, you made about.
It's the Oscar,
she
it's
said she
Oscar
did the
night,
pilot
bro.
Of Star Trek.
Greg is thrilled
The
to
second
bits.
pilot, the Trekkies think, you know, because the first one wasn't with Bill and Leonard, but
The
That's what I knew.
Trekkies.
I never knew why they called it the second, because weren't on the first one.
Right.
Well said.
You were saying earlier about being at the Academy Awards. Who was the host that year? Do you remember?
No.
Was John Wayne there?
Is John Wayne
I
there?
don't
Did you meet
remember
John Wayne?
Probably Gregory Peck was there, I'm sure.
Wow.
I
Wow,
don't know, but,
Gregory
you know,
Peck.
The thing is, my dress had been taken in
There he
before
is.
I went back into the thing, and so when I got to the place, they said there was a seamstress downstairs, and when I put it on, it fit just on the outside of my breast.
Yeah.
Perfectly, a perfect V. And my ex-husband came in, and it was the only time I really, you know, thought he was cool. I said, look what's happened. He said, you look great, you know, and then I couldn't get out of the car, out of the limo, because I was afraid that
Nice
I
little
would,
story.
you know,
Spill.
and so I was like a
Spill.
wood Indian, you know, turning. When I
Spill.
sang, I got to change clothes and something comfortable. But it was like to give the award to the person was the whole body turning, you know, and I knew that any moment I was going to be exposed.
Was he your ex-husband at
Yeah.
the time, or?
Nearing.
I see.
Nearing.
Closing in. But
It'd be odd to go to the awards with your ex-husband.
Tim, you
Yeah,
do
yeah.
something like that.
that's all right.
Why is
So
Tim like
keep
really
anyway
concerned
more
about it?
about me
What
right
a-
after you all talk about what
Are
you
you
want to
guys?
talk about.
Yes. I was going to ask if people were watching the commercials at this point. Who advertises on these awards? Because it can't be cereal and these kids'
Great
things.
question,
It has to be
Tim.
adult.
Who's
products.
advertising on the
They should
Oscars?
advertise
Makeup.
movie posters, you know, like these ones that we have on the wall, because I think you got people watching the Oscars, they'd like to own stuff.
They are
like
good
this.
posters.
A lot of the stuff here, this set, I'm going to take home after the show because it's cool stuff.
Doesn't Team
I personally have a very nice poster for, if you'd like to have a look, you're going to anyway, of, look at that. That is a movie poster of Friday the 13th Part 2 from 1981. And it's in French. But this is an actual poster from the time when it was being shown in France. Les Tours du Vendredi. Isn't that cool? My friend got me that. Anyway, that's my little film poster. Film poster expertise. Back to the show.
TMC's, is that TMC? Sell it? They sell it.
I suppose.
We should do more segments like that here. Like Klman's film poster buff segment. Stop the poster buff. I don't know.
So you can get it on their website.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we don't talk about
I'm very happy with it.
But
Let's do one more. Since we're on the subject, I also have, my friend got me that one. I got this one up here. You're going to get a good look of the Klman office here, so you be hype. Up there, as you can see, sorry, Patrick Bateman, there is a poster of the re-release of Dracula in cinemas. I believe this is from the 50s, not the original film release, but from the 1950s when they used to re-release films because they would only show films once when they were out. That is a re-release poster when it was out in cinemas. It says Universal re-release on it, so pretty cool. Speaking of Lon Chaney Jr. and Dracula, oh yeah, shit. Let's get back to what we're here for. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'll need to get it framed at some point. It's not framed.
I am
30 years.
It's already getting fucked up, but I will get it framed.
Are you? Oh, I'm so happy.
We'll be right back.
Oh.
He's on the market. We'll
That's
be right
really
back.
good news. I mean, not for
not
me.
for
but-
him,
The
not
wank.
for her, but
Come
for
on.
me it is.
Yeah.
How about Ayaka? Thanks, buddy. I've had other movie posters I have in this room to show to him. Yeah, we'll see what happens. What's going on?
What do you think W.C. Fields would be? What kind of movies would he make if he was alive today?
It's not like sick.
Great question.
I don't know, like just like buddy comedies, probably.
Probably.
You think that?
I always forget Mark Brokst is fucking Canadian.
Type of thing.
Hey, Chinese food's here.
Action movies.
Red flower, everybody.
I don't think he'd do action. I mean, like in Poppy and stuff, he was up in a hot air balloon and stuff like that. But no, I think it would all be like buddy comedies and
Or
Will
like
Ferrell
racial, like the black cop and.
They linen back them now. Oh, is that a fact? Oh, very interesting. Maybe we need to get it done. I had no idea it was a thing.
The white
Nice
cop
art.
and like Eddie Murphy and
I need to
W.C.
look into that.
Fields.
It's very interesting. Because I
Groucho
do need
Marx
to get
and
this.
Eddie Murphy.
I need to get my Friday one framed at some point. And
She was still hot.
I'm very lazy when it comes to
Do you think?
sorting it out.
Yeah, no,
do you think
was very
alcohol would
attractive.
kill W.C. Fields?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
He died of cirrhosis of the liver.
Cirrhosis of the liver.
Talk to.
One thing you'll learn about Mark Brokes as we go on, is that he has a very intimate knowledge of like old movie stars and stuff, and he also knows how they all fucking died and when they died, which is very fucking weird. I died in 1972. Boing.
We're gonna go when the song's over.
That
We're gonna go
later.
Place
I mean,
to
I don't
consider.
know if it's my place. I was just hired to come in.
It's not Mark's place.
I was only hired to do 2 impersonations.
That's interesting, Art
WC
Bagley.
and
Nice of
Charlie-
that. I'll
Charlie
look into
Chaplin,
that.
But you guys had me do the guy from The Mask, and so I mean that's an impersonation too.
He's
that,
fucking
that I
chewing
didn't
up.
Get paid for. I didn't even know I was going to do it.
How many? Like, what kind of places would you normally?
Poor Mark, man. He's like a proper impressionist businessman at this rate, in this point in time. And it's all gonna fucking fall apart.
Get work. Like, there's a restaurant I like to go to a lot in Hollywood where the waiters
The
are
Hobbit
dressed
heads
up
are
like
so
different
done with it,
stars
man.
and things.
He fucking woke up.
But I never see W.C.
Passing
Fields
out.
there. But
I work on the Grapevine, like going up to like Pixley and stuff like that.
Neat.
And I'll work
That's bad.
Like
There's something
birthday-
off about that.
birthday parties and things.
birthday parties. I work.
I don't know if it's too much onion or not.
Graduation parties.
No, that's
though
a
the
bummer.
kids don't really know. Who
I would say a
am when
lot
I
of
do
onion there.
those.
You just swallowed up.
I also do retirement, which is always fun.
I hate
But mostly
that
I do,
chow mein and
like,
stuff. They put onion in it.
Old folks' homes.
No thanks.
Hospice care. hospice care, they don't even know who I am.
Because they might think you were really W.C. Fields if their minds have gone. Like if they have
their minds have gone.
That did think that I was W.C. Fields.
There they are.
Thank you very much for being here still with us.
Nice time.
I don't know any of them.
Shut up. Thank you to Red Flower Chinese Food for the $300 they gave us and the free Chinese food.
Yeah,
I was
good.
very resistant to eat it, but it is very good.
Resistant?
Apparently somebody here put it in the fridge. So I'm going to be eating it. It's funny to be watching the Oscars, which is performing at Man's Chinese Theater, while I eat Chinese food.
Isn't that funny? If you see
Thank
the connection there.
For being a part of the show. That was very good, and thank you very much for being here, W.C. Fields.
Don't mind if I do, young lad.
We should be a guest on the. We should be the co-host of the show.
I would.
Co-host of the show? Well, you know, like I say, Mark Proch will become intimately involved with the workings of On Cinema moving forward. So, let's just say, he may have his chance to shine.
Love nothing more.
No, not as W.C.
And this is not the last time we see W.C. Fields either, believe it or not.
He feels, but as Mark.
No, that would be great.
Yeah, I'd be happy to host a show and he could be the co-host when you're in rehab.
What the fuck, Greg? Whatever.
What are we
what
doing
a decade.
Next? Hobbit. Greg's Hobbit fantasy. Greg, you had an Oscar fantasy that you put together.
This is my fucking favorite bit of the whole show.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really.
Do you want to do the show or not? My question is, do you want to do the show?
I think this is the bit.
Really
if he can't say where he is, then he can't talk about where he is.
Fantasy. It's more a premonition of what's going to happen a little bit later.
Premonition? Go for it. What the fuck is he laughing at?
And the Oscar
Maybe it's not the bit I'm thinking about. I can't remember. Maybe it's not.
goes to
Maybe it's not. I don't think it is. There's a scene in a future Oscar special where Greg will take us through the world of Middle Earth by standing in front of a green screen. And they don't put two and two together. And Greg doesn't realise that he can't see what's in front of him because it's a fucking green screen. So he doesn't know what's being projected onto the green screen. And Tim gets really angry about it. And it's fucking hilarious. I don't think it's this Oscar special now that I think about it.
Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson.
For the Hobbit 2. The Desolation of Smog.
The Desolation of Smog. This edit's so great. So you can kind of see, this is very interesting actually. Tim's getting a little aggressive. He'll be fine. He's just had a little bit too much champunga. This is a very interesting point. So Tim and Greg have both had their Oscar fantasies shown off here, and it kind of shows exactly where the two of their end goals meet, right? So Tim Heidecker's Oscar fantasy was him fucking winning an Oscar for Tim's Story, directed by Tim Story. And he's been nominated, you know, alongside Robert De Niro and Tom Cruise Can't Lose and Tom Hanks, you know, Tim Voight, all of his favourite actors. And now we've got Greg Torkington's Oscar fantasy, which is just Peter Jackson winning every fucking award at the Oscars, which is all he fucking cares about. And it's not an Oscar fantasy, it's a premonition. You can kind of see where their priorities. So there's Greg! There's Greg there! Right, okay, so yeah, Greg wants to be there too, so to congratulate, wow, I can't speak. Congratulate Peter Jackson, so you can kind of get an understanding of where their desires lie. Greg's down there somewhere. That was so fucking funny.
I just want to thank all of the Hobbit heads that have stuck by me through this project.
God, he sounds like New Zealand as fuck. If only they had AI back here, because they could have used it for some funny shit. He's wondering, yeah, it's so funny. Not the first time we do that either. Not the last time we do it either. You're welcome.
And I also must thank Hollywood's #1 film buff, Greg Turkington.
Yeah, so you can understand what's going on here.
Thank you, Greg.
Yes!
You will always be the #1 Hobbit head in my book. Thank you so much. See you all next year when The Hobbit 3 wins the Oscar award.
Yep. So you can get Archive Guru. You can kind of get an idea of where their priorities lie here. That's so funny. Why does he look so concerned about it?
All right. Well, that is interesting. If whether or not you would win, whether Oscar would reward Peter Jackson with the award.
Hobbit heads, what do you guys think?
The Hobbit heads just want to leave, man.
So coming up, we have Sally Kellerman coming up.
Sally Kellerman again?
Sally Kellerman was from MASH. And she is one of the original Oscar winners.
Whoa.
She'll be with us right after the break.
She did not win. You told us this already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the Oscars?
I'm told that.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
no.
Wait, Sally, thank you very much, Sally Kellerman, for being a... Shut up for a second.
Shut up for a second.
Thank you very much to Sally Kellerman for stopping by. We appreciate her visit.
Right, okay, so you just made it like Sally Kellerman was coming back on and Sally has left the building,
Coming
apparently.
up later, we'll have Greg Turkington's big surprise that he didn't tell me about. We'll see how good that is.
The Oscar finale.
It's going to be great.
By popular
He's gone, bro.
popular request on Twitter,
This is looking very similar to the pre-show here. We're just everything's unbuttoned and gone.
I'd like to do it because this song, nobody cares about this song. I want to do
I
a
love this song.
reprise of I Got Oscar Fever. Hit it.
All right, if you missed it for the first time, here we go. It's the Oscar Fever, ladies and gentlemen. Revamped number 2. You ready? You don't know the words to this one.
Louder in the mix.
Mark laughing.
Here we go. I got the Oscar fever.
Hope you got it too. What the fuck? There we go.
To do. It's Christmas for Tinseltown. It's the Academy Awards. Pop up some popcorn, baby.
Or the Hobbit heads get laughing at Mark. That's really rude.
Come on aboard
Welcome
now.
aboard now. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna lose? Yeah, I got the
Oscar fever, and I
hope you got it too.
Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase. Chevy Chase. There's John Travolta for some fucking reason. Where did he go? He was playing this in the club, man. Who's gonna lose it?
God. Oscar.
What's up with him?
Oscar fever.
Mark is trying so hard not to laugh.
Oscar fever.
We're always trying not to laugh. It's so funny. Who's gonna lose? It's the who's gonna win? Who's gonna lose? He's thrown up again. Got the Oscar fever. Yep.
Cut to the back to Oscars, please.
Tim threw up again, everybody. I forgot he threw up twice. Why is Mark look like he's about to cry? Oh, wow. Wowee. We're approaching the end, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the last 19 minutes of the second annual Oscar special. God almighty, what a long journey it's been. Very attractive lady, I must say, for a hobbit head. I'm not saying hobbit heads are ugly. I'm a hobbit head after all. It's just very attractive hobbit head, is all I'm saying. Holy shit, what's he doing? He's fucking pissing, bro. Bro's pissing. Those are some tight fucking underpants, man. Holy fuck. Forgot about that. Champunga will do that to you. You want some more champunga? Oh my fucking god, what just happened there? It's all falling apart. I forgot about the fucking info touch wall.
Back.
Welcome
We're
back.
back at the end.
You just pissed.
At the infographic.
The infographic. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. It's in case you weren't here for this, because this was the beginning of the fucking show, and we've not used it since. This is the on cinema at the cinema info touch wall. It's a screen where you touch things, and it's a comprehensive guide to the Oscar categories, and it's not at all a PowerPoint presentation. It's made to look like a touch screen at all.
And we're gonna try it again. So
cool. Set yourself up there, buddy.
Also got some Chinese food here. Oh, fortune cookie.
Fortune cookie.
Let's see who won. Imagine if this had the best picture on it.
Wow. That'd be crazy.
Sail into the land of opportunity. Treasure awaits.
Beautiful.
All right, let's try this.
Whoa. It's working.
There we go. Starting to work.
Starting to work. Munching away.
Greg?
The cell looks good though. Oh, there he goes. Armed to the info touchscreen. What is this, like a sick puppy? What is he doing?
Who's just yelling at everybody and just spilling stuff and not doing any of the segments that we.
Oh, Greg's upset. First time I think in on cinema history that Greg refers to Tim as a rageaholic.
Planned on, you know.
Yeah. The corporate. Here we go. Best picture. Best actor. Best actress. Judi Dench.
Judi
That's
Dench.
my pick.
Dame Judi Dench, bro. Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock and Gravity. Let's see who won. Sandra Bullock won.
You've lost control, Tim, man. God damn. Cancel the show.
Cancel the show.
Cancel the show. You fucking lummox. Our mother opera singer died. Yeah, there we go. That was great. There's the hobby heads again. Here we go.
Now I've got
one of the best
oil
endings.
The Hobbit outfit. So.
Oh, not oil in the Hobbit outfit. Just getting pelted with shit. Greg's out there. Why isn't Mark getting up to leave? Why is he just taking it? This is very much Mark Proch in a microcosm, as we will see in the future of On Cinema. He very much will just take whatever punishment he's been given.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out. Leave.
Leave. Oh dear.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
I want to thank Bette Midler for coming on the show, or Sally Kellerman for coming
Bette
on the show.
Midler from the Lordy.
And let's see who's going to win the best actor.
There she is. We definitely already know by now. Greg just put his little head there. There he goes. Who's he? Yep. Oh.
Up next, Greg Turkington's big surprise. Up next, Greg.
Hey, here we go. It's the On Cinema finale from Greg Turkington. This is very exciting, everybody.
Turkington's big surprise.
Basically, Mark should testify core about that.
Surprise.
Oh. Come up a bag of tricks, but come with some tricks we can fucking use. Come on out. Come on out. Fucking hell. Greg just saying the way. Oh. There he is! Whoa, dude! Nice little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and foes, it's WC Fields. It's a real tragedy. True story. Check it out. What are they doing by there? Tim's just trying to get shit together now. This is amazing. Look at him go. I fucking love Mark Probst, man. He does still pretty good W.C. Fields, you know? Look at him. That is W.C. Fields right there. Look at him. That's W.C. Fields. Here today on the Oscar special. Tim just need to dry out for a little bit. There he goes. Oh, beautiful segment. God, it's like watching movie history in the making. Movie magic, man, really. Whoa, dude, that's crazy. Taking Mark's immediately nervous.
All right, we'll be back. Find out with Greg's Oscar surprise coming up after the break.
We're not gonna see it yet? Damn, man. Oh, here we fucking go again. Yes! Fucking hell. Oh. We're so close to the end. Bro's just popping away at his little fake pipe. You can just hear the fucking the sounds.
Give me camera one.
There we go.
Thank you very much for sticking around. I gotta tell you something. I've been having a good time tonight.
Have you really?
I don't care what you people think about who's in charge and.
Who's in charge?
I think that I was right from the beginning. I predicted it. That the movies that mattered this week were the.
Is that here?
Movies that didn't win.
It's my W.C. Fields, don't you know? I never even was nominated. It's a real tragedy.
And weren't even nominated. So what are we even doing? Why are we?
What are we even doing?
A couple of things.
We're gonna get
Putin
nuked soon anyway.
Whether the chessboard
as you were saying.
He's playing. My point is he is playing chess.
Yep.
With the world, and most of you played games like. Risk or Axis and Allies,
Yahtzee.
These kind of games.
Yeah, sure.
This is what Putin's doing. He's just using the world, and we have to strike now.
No.
If we don't, we're going to be the ones that are going to get nuclear missiles attacked into New York and D.C. and Chicago and Los Angeles and Atlanta.
Oh my God.
These are the cities that are going to be destroyed first.
Atlanta? Chicago? What are you talking about?
That's going to happen next week.
Next week.
Great
Greg, map.
Your surprise is coming up next. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Here we go.
Yes. A lot of strange things have happened during the course of tonight's Oscar special.
Tell us about the surprise. Give us a little sneak peek.
Well, I want people to leave this broadcast, this podcast, this web series cast, remembering one thing, and that is the finale. You got to close big. That's one of the main rules of movies or showbiz of any kind.
Of course.
We're going to close with what I think is probably the greatest finale to any variety special, any award show ever presented. It's something I've been working on for the past few weeks.
It's going to be in the news after this.
I'd like to thank, well, there's about 20 people who were involved.
20 people were involved?
Set this thing up.
Considering what we're about to see, 20 people needed for this particular finale is fucking mental.
And make it come to life. I think it's going to blow people's minds and hopefully help them forget all that went before. And we'll be coming right back to it in just a few minutes where we present it live for all of you. The Oscar finale, the spectacular that you've all been waiting for.
I've been waiting
and I promise you, you will not be disappointed.
Oh, I know. I know, Greg.
The finale for the human race.
The finale for the human race.
In the next 6 weeks, it'll be atomic bombs.
I'm looking forward to it.
Because play the whole thing out in your mind. What happens when we say, no, Putin, you can't go into Ukraine. And
everyone get your fucking pit boys ready, bro. We're going to be blasting some big iron out here.
And he says, F you. Pardon my language.
Big iron out is here.
And we say, well, F you too. They launch missiles. We launch missiles at
I've been playing Fallout 3 recently, don't you know?
Moscow. That's their
good
immediate
game.
reaction is going to
Very
have to
good
be
game. New Vegas is better.
missiles back at
Fallout
us.
3 is really good.
We'll see. Get your bunkers now. Get in your storm bunkers now.
Get your storm bunkers now.
I've got Oscar fever. That's a real special show of the night.
Yep.
I've got Oscar fever too. I hope you do too.
I do.
Who's gonna win? Who's gonna lose?
We already know.
Oscar lost tonight.
Oscar lost tonight.
Hobbit lost tonight, Greg.
Great quote. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna lose? Oscar's gonna lose tonight.
How's that sit with you?
How does that sit with you?
Awards yet, you should know.
I don't think he's gonna win.
You should know that.
You should know that.
No.
Don't.
They gave away Best Director.
Don't
Peter
dip
Jackson
it,
didn't
Greg.
win.
There. Poking him, man.
He's gonna win next year.
Why is he in this?
So defeated.
He won.
Whoever's in it writes in his end stage nihilism, he really just fucking gives up, man. It's so fucked up. Everything around him is just a fucking
the third Lord of the Rings movie. That's the one that he won all the awards for.
Yeah, cope. There he is. Justifying. If anyone's familiar with Peter Jackson's early work, he did a very phenomenal splatter zombie film called Brain Dead, also known as Dead Alive, which is a really, really fucking crazy, mental... I don't think I've ever seen a film with as much blood in it as Brain Dead, Dead Alive. If you've ever seen it, I highly recommend that you do. It's balls to the wall fucking mental. You should watch it. Peter Jackson classic. Get 5 bags of popcorn and maybe a little napkin to wipe up the blood off the screen afterwards, because it's a bit of a messy one.
Well,
I did Bad Taste
watching,
too, but I've not seen Bad Taste yet.
How are you feeling right now? Oscar won. I mean, Hobbit didn't win.
Hobbit didn't win.
At first, I was feeling pretty bad about that, and then I realized it's all part of a game. It's
yeah,
all part of the
it's
setup,
part of the write and vote.
In order to
at the
have
end.
the Hobbit sweep
next
year when the Hobbit 3
next
comes
year.
out. And that's
how it went with Lord of the Rings.
Well said.
There
he is again.
I think they made a mistake tonight, but you know, there's always time to reverse it.
Well, I want to thank my hero from 10 years from
Him
now.
looks so unwell.
For doing this great award. I want to thank God. I want to thank.
That's the last time I ever pray to him. Fuck God. He is drenched in sweat.
Vladimir Putin for deciding what to do for the rest of the world. I want to thank Harry Truman for being the first guy to drop nuclear bombs on the world. Thank you for being so big part of this. Eat gumbo and eat the Academy Awards.
Did you see the producers back there fucking absolutely screaming with laughter, bro? It's so funny.
All right, show your surprise.
Are the cameras on the surprise?
Yes.
Yeah, here's Greg Turkington's stupid surprise.
Stupid surprise?
Okay, well, it's not a stupid surprise.
Okay.
Well. This is actually the finale, not only to our On Cinema Oscar
Thank
coverage.
God for Greg Turkington's big surprise. Thank God for everything there is. Thank God for Greg Turkington for coming on the show. I don't know who I'd be if it weren't for me in 10 years. Go ahead, show your stupid surprise.
What is he fucking talking about, bro?
Well, it's not a stupid surprise. It's actually something I've been working on for a couple weeks with a team of 20 people.
20 people?
Make this happen.
When you see it, remember, 20 people were needed to make this happen.
This represents the culmination of all my years as a film expert. I brought
this is
all my
Greg's
knowledge
crowning
into
moment.
This. And
I want to thank Gumbo for being there. Thank you, Gumbo, for
Who's
making
Gumbo?
yourself so delicious.
Ooh. He's fucking having a moment, man.
Here we go. The stage is yours.
Yep.
Okay. Well, allow me to present.
There's been some really great moments of people trying not to laugh in this show, man. It's
first
great.
and only time.
What are
in
the best
history,
parts of this particular
and this will be talked
special?
about at the water coolers tomorrow.
The water
and for
coolers.
many weeks and perhaps years, decades to come.
We're still talking about it now, Greg, and it's 10 years after the fact, so you're not wrong.
This is my Oscar finale.
Are you ready?
As Bilbo would do.
As Bilbo would do. As Bilbo would do. As Bilbo would do. My vape's dead.
Feast your eyes on Hollywood, California.
Hollywood, California. Every street has a story, and these are but just a few. On cinema, on location. Greg's really working. Yep, go for it. Yep. There it is, everybody. Yep. There's the Oscar finale. Can you believe it? Oh shit, what could it possibly be?
What you see here is 500 videotapes.
It does not look like 500 from here, I gotta say.
The best in my
Oh, but there's a box back there too, so fair enough. Tense.
Collection.
Mask, American Pie, they're classics right there. That's true. Can't even fucking read any of that, man. Step Mom, there's that film again. I've seen that in the previous Greg Turkington effort. Indiana Jones.
I've assembled them here in a spectacular fashion.
Spectacular fashion, he's not wrong. Austin Powers, yeah, baby. That's a classic right there. Edge of your seat. Oh, bro, I'm clutching. The Mummy! Yo! Look at that! Why is this just... With movies like Brendan Fraser in them, you can't lose! Let's go.
Unprecedented, and I think you're going to be
Top Gun.
Thrilled by what I'm about to do.
Oh, bro. You ready? You ready? You ready?
This one's for Bilbo. This one's for Peter Jackson.
Viva el Oscar!
All right.
There it is, everybody. There's the Oscar finale of 2014. Oscar with an E and not an A.
Spelled Oscar with an A or an E. What is it? Was Greg Turkington's big surprise.
Hey, Greg Turkington's big surprise.
All right. Is that it? Was that the whole summation of everything?
Summation of everything?
OSCAR.
Yep.
Greg.
It's spelled both ways.
It's spelled. He was really quick with that. It's spelled both ways.
Spelled both ways. It's OSCAR.
There it is right there.
They all would have gone down if you would have spelled it right.
That's true. Oh, Greg!
All right.
20 people had to put this together, lest we forget.
Thank you very much.
I thought it was pretty neat.
Oh.
Are you leaving?
I thought it was pretty neat. There he goes.
I guess it's all about me now. It's all about me, as it always has been.
Yep.
I want to thank Greg Turkington for embarrassing himself in front of live TV audience for the rest of the show. He is no longer part of On Cinema. He's done.
Oh, is he not part of On Cinema? Wow. Bummer.
Done.
He's done.
He embarrassed me for the last time. That was a joke. He's told me that it would be something that would blow my mind. That was crap.
Was mind blowing?
It was junk.
It's not
worse
junk.
than the Chinese food I ate, which I already had diarrhea twice from.
All right, bummer.
Congratulations to all the losers who won.
Yep.
Matthew McConaughey, You're Nothing to Me.
Holy
Tell Me
fuck.
He's a Slave, I didn't even see.
Nope, no idea what that is.
Should have been Chinese Zodiac with Charlie Chan.
Charlie Chan.
Have a great night, and
Thank
all
you.
the best. We'll see you next year.
Beautiful show. Really positive energy at the end there, man. I think that's it. We did it. Ladies and gentlemen. Wowee. Is that it? Oh no, we got some bits coming. There's some more to come. Now, what have we got next here? What could this be?
The desolation of Smaug.
Smaug. What the fuck is this? No casualties though. Yeah, that's a very good point. That's actually a really good show. Considering, yeah, good one.
The King of Carven Stone.
The Hobbit. Oh shit! I just skipped back. Wait. The Hobbit.
The King of Carven Stone. King beneath the mountain. What is this place? Desolation of Smaug.
The Desolation of Smaug.
If you awaken that beast, it will destroy us all.
The Hobbit.
Have you forgotten what happened to Dale? What is this place? Desolation of Smaug.
The Hobbit.
It's like anybody, you know, every film you make, you people like it. Some people like it, some people don't. I mean, it's like everything in the world is like that. You know, there are so many different individuals. You can't please everybody.
Can't please everybody.
Desolation of Smaug.
Desolation of Smaug. The Hobbit.
Desolation of Smaug.
The Hobbit.
Desolation of Smaug.
The Hobbit.
Desolation of Smaug. Desolation of Smaug. Desolation.
What the fuck? I didn't even mean to mute myself there. I must have hit the M button on my fucking... I must have hit the M button. Sorry about that. LOL. I must have hit the M button on my fucking keyboard by accident there. Okay. Bye, Snarky. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, fuck. I'm sweating. Okay, so yeah, that was the second annual On Cinema Oscar special. Very exciting, very good stuff. That was one of the best ones. I enjoyed it very much. Yeah, thanks. Thank fuck for that. Okay. So we're gonna watch some more on cinema on cinema at the cinema. We're gonna go up to, I think, the first episode of Decker, and then when we come back, we'll watch some Decker, which is gonna be really exciting. But we'll watch the next 1, 2, 3. We'll watch the last episode of season 4, and then we'll start season 5. I think that sounds like a good idea. So here we go. I'm just gonna go back to the good old fashioned stuff that we all know and love. It's On Cinema at the Cinema with me, your host, Tim Heidecker. So here we go. It's the 5th of March 2014, and we've got a review of Need for Speed with fucking, oh shit, Mr. White! That guy, Aaron Paul, Jesse Pink, everyone's favourite. And we've also got Walk of Shame, which I have no idea what it is. This is a remake of Need for Speed, I guess. Or that's a game, is it not? I guess it's an adaptation of the games. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, let's just dive in. We're going to go back to it. We've got some good old-fashioned On Cinema at the Cinema now. After some Oscar special, here we go.
It's time to have fun at the movies again. We got great guests, interesting conversations, sneak peeks at the latest films.
I gotta tell
you, sometimes we don't agree on everything. It's On Cinema.
After what we just saw, understatement of the fucking century.
At the Cinema, with me, your host,
Tim
Heidecker. Hi everybody,
Woo!
Welcome to another...
But his hair's completely fucking different. We're back!
Another episode of On Cinema at the Cinema, a movie review show where we talk about different movies, or the movies that are coming out this week.
Hell yeah.
And my name is Tim Heidecker. I'm the host and creator of the show, and I'd like to introduce one of my guests for the show today.
Competent intro, though.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Here on what I think is becoming one of the most valuable.
Oh, you're joking. Are you taking the piss? The audio's not gone, you motherfucker. Is it? No, it's not. We're fine. All my levels are fine, you wily trickster, you. What would happen if they disagree? I don't know. Just have a little bit of debate, movie debate, really. I don't think anything, they wouldn't take it too seriously, would they? Nah.
Sources on the web.
Not that I've seen so far.
Okay. So a couple movies to talk about today. We want to talk about the movie Need for Speed, starring Aaron Paul.
Is this a game
directed
film?
By Scott Wagner.
Is this an adaptation from a game? I know Need for Speed is a game.
Imogen Poots, again, Imogen Poots becoming a household name.
Fucker down.
Kid Cudi and Michael Keaton.
Kid Cudi?
From
Kid Cudi was in this?
Mr. Mom. And Mr. Mom. He's made a lot of films.
Yeah,
He's
well,
one of America's
Jack Frost and
hidden treasures.
Right.
Hidden treasures.
This is a fresh from prison, a street racer who was framed, joins a cross-country race with revenge.
Racing, bitch!
This was a great film, one of my favorite movies of the year. It proves that Aaron Paul is a movie star.
Yes,
we know him from
he's
a
a great
show
actor.
Called Breaking Bad that's been on.
I fucking love Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
On TV.
Amazing,
There's been this trend
amazing
lately.
program.
I'm talking about shows like Sopranos and
Better Call Saul's better though, in my opinion.
Mad Men and a number of other these shows that people start saying, well, they're better than movies. Well,
wow.
News for everybody: movies are better than TV. That's true.
That's true.
TV shows in a theater. That's all you need.
Then of course they did El Camino, which is a movie. I get 5 bags of popcorn and maybe a little bit of Blue Sky crystal meth.
No, because as soon as the ads would come on, you'd get up and walk out. But my point is, wake up, people, because movies are getting bad rap. But movies like Need for Speed come out, everyone jumps for joy because they are better than TV shows. So that's my 2 cents.
Good.
5 bags.
5 bags.
2 sodas.
Whoa.
From Need
5
for Speed.
bags of popcorn,
when I went
2
to see
sodas.
this movie, I got a call from a friend of mine who's another video collector. As you know, I have quite a library
I rewatched
of
it
films.
again
He
recently,
said,
and I finished Better
tonight,
Call
and
Saul
I
for
was
the
wondering if I
first
could
time
borrow
last
your
year. I
copy
only
of
watched the
Speed.
first season when
He
it
had a
came
Need
out,
for Speed.
and I only just finished Better
I
Call Saul for the
wouldn't
first
own it.
time.
I
And
don't own
man,
tapes after what happened.
what
but,
a fucking program!
I do like
God damn
action and adventure and things like that. So I'm going to give it
fucking
5 bags of
chicanery, bro. Amazing
All right,
episode.
Next movie on our list is Walk of Shame,
Amazing,
starring Elizabeth
amazing.
Banks, Tig Notaro,
All right, Notaro.
James Marsden. And
classic.
This is a reporter's dream of becoming an anchor is compromised after a one-night stand leaves her stranded without a phone car, ID mode, or money.
ID
and only
mode
8
or
hours
money?
to make it to the most important job interview of his life.
Interesting.
Elizabeth Banks' life.
Cool concept, I guess.
Honestly, Walk of Shame, directed by Stephen Brill. Thank you. This has been a.
I thought it was a great movie.
It's not over yet. I fucking love it. He keeps trying to end it early.
Go in and get a new ID pretty fast, and I might dock it for being a little bit insincere plot-wise, but in fact, I love the movie so much I can't dock it.
Yeah, you can't dock it. It's 5 bags anyway. Never see that very often.
Was going to say it reminds me of the
Where's the rain?
old Johnny Cash movie about Johnny Cash Walk the Line.
Pretty good film.
Walk the Line.
Yeah, and but this is Walk of Shame.
Not the best biopic ever, but it's good.
There are so many different, coincidences that happen in movies. There's only so many words.
There's Run, Lola,
Joaquin
Run.
Phoenix was a good Johnny Cash.
Run, Lola, Run. Choose
5
which
bags
way
of
you want to
popcorn and
travel.
maybe a little guitar.
Surf song, Walk, Don't Run.
I think that was a movie too.
All right, now I have a brand new segment I'd like to talk to you guys about. It's called Movie History, and it's a segment that I put together myself.
Oh, wow.
That you're doing?
Yeah.
That you're doing?
Oh,
I know. Greg's like, what the fuck? Wow, so Tim Heidecker's coming to us with a film-centric fucking segment, which is pretty kind of weird to look at and think about, but yeah, it's here. This is Tim Heidecker's movie segment. It's called Movie History. Don't know what it's about. Can't really remember. I guess you're going to be learning about movies.
Today's movie history installment is all about VHS. A lot of people wonder the history of VHS, and this is...
I smell a hit piece coming along. So you were talking about VHS tapes, apparently.
More about the death of VHS. So
the death of VHS. Yeah, this is a... I think the reason why I don't know anything about this segment is probably because Tim only done it once, and it's meant to be a hit piece against against Greg, who obviously loves VHS tapes.
So,
and as you see by his face,
New Line Cinema released the movie A History of Violence. This would become the last major theatrical release on VHS.
Wow,
So that's the end of
2006.
the story there when it comes to VHS.
That's so
They don't
late.
make
because
VHS anymore.
I still get
Obsolete
plenty of
media
them. I
format.
probably buy 30 to 40 movies a week on VHS.
You're not going to be able to.
I
Put
don't remember the
out-
last
get
time I saw a
Hobbit
VHS
or
tape,
Jack
man.
Reacher,
I
all
have
those
I
kind of
have the
movies.
I
Hobbit
was
on
from the
VHS.
jet.
You can get 'em.
I used
You gotta
VHS
tape 'em
tapes, baby.
Off of
I
the
remember
TV.
very well.
I'll tell you what, if you have
But
a
they-
Blu-ray
My sisters
player
had South
and
Park
you try
on
to tape
VHS.
something off of TV with that, you can't do it. There's no record button. You end up with nothing.
Yeah, you can't do it
so
with a
it's kind of
DVD.
strange to me that they think Blu-ray is so much better. Well, it doesn't even record.
But the Blu-ray video
Doesn't
quality
record.
is actually much better than the VHS quality in
It's
terms of.
debate.
Between the ribs, yeah, bro. Bro's about to break some bones with this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
all
He knows
right,
what he's doing.
Now, people have been asking for this since last season.
That was
To get
it, just
Greg
a
on
little
today
jab.
as our guest, I'm
Brilliant.
going to be playing a new round of Stump the Buff.
Stop the buff, everybody. Here we go.
All right, Stump the Buff is a quiz contestant show
Yes.
starring our buff Greg Turkington.
There he is.
And we're going to challenge him. And if he can get 3 questions right out of these 5, Greg can win $1,000.
Should be a bonus if you get all
Craig
5.
could win
I'll give you
$1,000.
$2,000 if you get all 5.
Okay.
God damn.
Out of my own pocket. My checking account can handle $7,000 today.
Shut up, Tim.
Okay.
And we're going to show you a still from the movie. All you have
$7,000
to do
today.
is tell me what movie it's from.
Where's he getting the fucking money from?
Where's the still?
Okay, you'll see it's right there. Okay, ready? First movie? Name that movie.
Casablanca. Or, Gone with the Wind. Sorry. Gone with the Wind is my final answer.
Well, you said Casablanca.
Oh, give that to him.
Because we were just starting. And
Okay,
Yeah.
so 1 wrong. Unfortunately, that disqualifies you from the $2,000. You had to have
But I
gotten them
didn't
all
say
right.
final answer.
He didn't say
Doesn't
final
matter.
answer.
But if I had
We're
cleared
not
my
on
throat.
We're not on Millionaire. This is the way we play Stump the Buff. First word out of your mouth, that's your answer.
Aw,
so no
that's not
right
fair.
answers yet. Let's throw up the next still.
Godfather. The Godfather.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
Is
The
it?
Godfather.
It's actually from The Godfather 2.
Oh.
I don't think so. That looks like The
I don't think so.
Godfather.
That's the Godfather. That's the Godfather's watch.
See how you would make that mistake? That's
Robert
from Godfather
Duvall.
2. Is it from The Godfather 2? Yeah. Okay, we've just
Yeah.
confirmed that from our judges. All right.
Our
let's go to
judges?
number 3. We are 0 for 2. You can still come back. You got to get the next 3 right, and then you got the $1,000. Let's show a still from this fall. What movie is this from?
Guarding Tess.
That is correct.
What the
Tess was,
fuck?
Nicolas Cage.
All right.
And,
Good job.
Shirley MacLaine.
Great. Okay. Now we're on a roll.
Now we got 1. You got to get the next 2 right.
Craig's
and you will
looking
cruise to
satisfied with
victory.
himself. He always does this with his lips when he's feeling self-satisfied.
Let's put the still up.
Just the Way You Are.
That is correct.
What are these
Just the way you
films?
are.
Yeah.
Why is he getting
I
these
saw it
right?
recently.
Yeah.
I actually had just seen Gone with the Wind recently for the
Okay.
5th time.
Yeah,
and I
okay.
thought that then
You
the-
have 2 right. If
Well-
you get this next, this is amazing. If you get the next one right
This
here,
is amazing.
you win the $1,000. If you get it wrong, you get nothing. Let's put it up on the screen.
There is no fucking way. This whole episode is just a hit piece on Greg, man. So what's this picture? What do we see here? And why are we still fucking talking about it? Is Greg gonna sacrifice his dignity for $1,000 right now? Let's find out. Look at his face, he knows.
Star Trek 2.
Damn.
Incorrect. That's
Star Trek 4.
Star Trek 4.
He just sacrificed $1,000 to maintain his integrity, his Phil Buff
Star
integrity.
Trek 4: The Voyage Home.
I
starring
can't fucking
William
believe
Shatner
that.
and Leonard Nimoy.
That
and
is so
DeForest Kelly.
fucking
That's
great.
obviously still from Star
Oh my
Trek
God,
2.
Greg!
Oh my
I
God,
fired
Greg.
you from the show last season because of this.
Yeah, Greg got fired because of this debacle because the richest lord, bro, this is like unbelievable. The Star Trek thing is the longest arc in on cinema history. It's been going on since the early, like the first few episodes of the podcast, and it's still going. It's kind of crazy how it's still going on. It's still got legs. But yeah, Greg got fired last season because he made a hit piece on Tim about Star Trek for the same reason. And yeah,
Are you seriously going to tell
brought me back because you were wrong.
No.
You made a mistake.
No.
That's Star
Look it
Trek
up.
2.
That's it.
Well, I have looked it up. I've seen the movie so many times. It's Star Trek 2.
Thanks for watching.
It's shot in San Francisco. Okay. This is stupid.
You could have won $1,000 if you just get off your...
Well, no, I should get $7,000 or whatever it was that you were offering because I got the first one right, and that's Star Trek 2. Look it up. Go to Internet Movie Database. Go to Wikipedia or something.
Go to Internet Movie Database. Go to Wikipedia or something.
And that's Star Trek 2.
That is so fucking funny. What a good episode. That was great. That was so great. I want to see some tweets before we continue. Yeah, we saw the Oscar special. Only movies interest us, quite right. They call it fucking Star Trek 2, but yeah, okay, that's great. Okay, next up. This is the last episode of Season 4, everybody. Man, we're fucking... firing through it, and it's a review of one film. It's Muppets Most Wanted, which I have seen, starring Ricky Gervais and evil Kermit. Remember the evil Kermit meme? It's okay. It's not the best Muppets media. I think the first movie's definitely way better than that one. It's got Rainbow Connection in it, which is a song that legitimately makes me shed a tear. It's a beautiful song. Anyway, let's continue forth. We've got a few things going on here. A few people, a few segments. A lot's going on. Let's do it.
Should I see a movie this weekend?
This
is as good as a movie can get.
And it's so great that they're still making these kinds of movies.
It's on Cinema at the Cinema with me, your host,
Tim Heidecker. Yep.
Hi, everybody. My name is Tim Heidecker. Welcome
back
to the
again.
season finale.
Season
on
finale,
Cinema
everybody.
At the Cinema. It's a web series where we talk about movies coming out. And
I love these early episodes. They just feel the need to fucking explain what the fucking show is over and over again.
I just want to say it's been a real pleasure coming into your computer screens every morning. Or
Thank you.
Not every morning, but every afternoon or
Whatever.
once a week.
Yeah, whatever.
And I appreciate all the support that you've given me through this past several weeks.
It's
been really a roller coaster.
I bet.
And I'm just blessed to have the audience that we have.
Oh, that's so fucking sweet, man. Bless up. God rest, sincerely. That's a great choice. I very much resonate with that song on a deep personal level. It very much speaks to me, the message that it sends, which is to go out there and make some amazing work with some of your greatest friends. And I love that to death.
And thanks for watching. Oh, I'm sorry.
And Dream.
I want to welcome my guest, Greg Turkington.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Tim, how are you doing today?
Good. And thanks for being on the show, and thanks for your support this whole season.
Wouldn't miss it for the world. Yeah. Season finale.
Season finale.
And we got a great show today. We're going to talk about a movie. We've got a great guest, Joe Estevez, coming up, who's going to talk about his new book. I want to start with today's movie.
Why is he biting his lip?
Muppets Most Wanted. One of the Muppets are back. And we got directed by James Bobbin.
God rest to
Tom Hiddleston.
Oh my god, am I actually gonna blank? Am I actually gonna blank in the creator of the Muppets? Jim Davidson? Jim Henson? Thank fuck.
Obviously
God
the
rest.
Muppets, Kermit and Piggy and
Kermit
the
the
rest, but
Frog
also
here.
humans being Salma Hayek, Christopher Waltz, and Ricky Gervais. This is
a
as
British
good as
icon,
Muppets can
Ricky
get.
Gervais.
I'm giving it 5 bags of popcorn.
Well, right
and
off the
5
bat.
bags of soda.
Cups of
5
soda,
bags, bro.
It's like Sesame Street, but a little bit more adult. And
It's like Sesame Street, but a little bit more adult. I wonder why that is. Greg, could it be a connection there? A rainbow connection, if you will? Could there be a through line as to why they're kind of similar to each other?
but still perfect for kids. So I'm
As-
going to give it 5 bags of popcorn and 5 newly bundled newborn babies.
Well,
Why?
Big movie this
What
week,
the
Muppets
fuck?
Most Wanted. We both
Newly
recommend you go check
bundled
it out.
babies?
I want to introduce our guest, good friend of mine, great friend of the show,
Yeah, we love him.
Mr. Joe Estevez.
Hey.
So let's bring him out here to talk about his new book. Joe.
Good to see you,
It's Joe Estevez, everybody. He's back.
That's all right.
Good to see you again.
As you guys know, Joe and I did a movie together that I directed. And
Did a
wrote.
movie together.
You know, we're not done shooting by any stretch, but we have a lot of work left to do. And but that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about your new book, Joe Estevez, Wiping Off the Sheen.
Joe Estevez wiping off the
This is a
sheen.
new book by Joe Estevez, or yes, written by somebody else. What is this?
Yeah.
Is that a real book? Wiping Off the Sheen by Joe Estevez. I wonder. Excuse me for a second, please. It's a real book. Oh. So, this is why this is so sweet. If you don't know this, and you will know this later on, Greg and Tim actually fucking love Joe Estevez as an actor, sincerely. To the extent that they're actually plugging his fucking book, his real book, on Cinema at the Cinema, because they just love him that much. Is that not beautiful? It's so great.
Brad Paulson and Chris Watson.
Yeah, it's just a long conversation, just my experiences and some of the people that I've had experiences with. And
it is.
Of course, I touch on my
still
brother,
on
my nephews
for paperback right now.
But, you know, it's mostly moi.
That's cool.
It was just some quotes about you. Joe is one of the most talented, creative, and best friends I have. Actor Robert Zadar.
Zadar, a Maniac Cop, you know, Tango and Cash.
Maniac Cop, great.
Get one of those.
Well, this has been great.
That's a classic 80s schlock horror.
I didn't get through the whole thing, but it looks like a fun book.
It's the least they could do. I think that's honestly fair.
Just in case the book bores you.
It's a great title. Waving Off the Sheen, I get it.
Interview.
Because he's not a Sheen, he's an Estevez.
Now let me see here a second. Maybe they didn't put it in this issue.
Take your time.
Special thanks. Here we go.
Take your time.
Oh well.
Whatever.
Right, Joe, anything else you want to plug while you're here?
Just this guy's movies.
Right,
it's terrific.
Yeah,
it has.
There it is. The law has limits. See, this not that post was great.
Looks good.
It does look good.
Joe, well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Craig, thank you, sir.
All right.
Samurai Cop as well. Fuck, man. That guy's got an excellent career. I've heard of Samurai Cop, never seen it. Maniac Cop's good.
This is my copy we get to keep.
Have a good week.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye, Joe.
And it's a fun loose show. Why don't we cut?
It's a loose show. I'm enjoying it.
Why don't we do popcorn classics?
Sure.
Hey.
Popcorn classic today. It stars the great Diane Keaton. Baby Boom.
Oh,
Baby Boom.
An unexpected comedy, they call it. That's sort of the subtitle. And she's, inherited a baby. And
there's the coding system once again. Prodding his little head through there, soon to become the Victorville coding system in due course.
It's a lot of fun.
Diane Keaton. I love Diane Keaton. I love her in all the Woody Allen movies. And should have talked to Joe about that because we talked to him about Woody Allen last season.
Yeah, I remember that.
Should have brought that up. Anyways,
that was the first time he was here on set.
Well, that I'm kind of excited about.
It's going to close out. Thank everybody for watching, but we got a new segment.
Yeah, we've got a segment.
Okay, we have time for that.
Look at this. Such a. I love these episodes where they're just willing to work with each other, you know what I mean?
Hit segment. It's called Tim's Mailbag.
Tim's Mailbag.
A lot of people have questions that they ask.
Tim's Mailbag. I'm familiar with this one. I don't know if they do this again, but Greg's going to give Tim some mail to read, and it's not at all got any kind of subliminal messaging or hit pieces in it whatsoever.
Tim, being the host, and I thought it was a good chance for you to answer some of your fan mail and answer some of the questions that have come in the door.
Oh, yes.
Time for that?
We got time for that? We got time for that?
Okay, here's the first one here from Tammy Smith, Kenner, Louisiana.
Oh, sure.
Tammy Smith. Okay, you got a letter question for me, huh?
A question for you.
Tim. Hi, Tim. What's your favorite movie? That's a good question. Boy.
That is a pretty innocuous question so far.
So many. I'm thinking either Godfather or...
Okay, we've got another letter
Godfather,
here.
good choice.
I was going to say probably Jack
Reacher? Yeah, we know.
Jack Reacher's great.
Oscar.
Thank you for this letter.
Yeah, thanks, Tammy.
All right.
Here's the next letter.
I like this segment, by the way. Thank you, Tammy. Interesting question.
What's your favorite movie?
I think you like. It's from Japan. Take a look at this.
Japan? Really?
Oh, shit.
Well, I guess they have internet everywhere, so.
Yeah, internet everywhere. Yeah, Japan has internet. I just remember what this might be.
What is this? This is cool.
Oh, shit. Greg's. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yep. Look at Greg's fucking face. Oh, no.
From Ayaka.
It's Ayaka. Yeah.
Why don't you read it out loud for the viewers?
Okay.
Greg so can't contain himself.
Dear Tim, how are you? Long time no see. I have great news today. I'm pregnant. I'm really happy right now.
Oh,
and I hope the same for you.
Dear.
Can you believe it? You're going to be a father.
Oh no. Greg laughing, bro. What a rarity. Tim is so fucked. Oh my god. Oh no. The Joker strikes again. Greg, what a bastard, man. He actually burst into tears and left the room. So yeah, that's a pretty crazy reveal there for the season finale, everybody. Ayaka Owaki is pregnant with Tim Heidecker's child. And that will, of course, that will return. And probably what I can probably consider to be probably the darkest fucking arc in on cinema history. That won't be for a while. But it's very tied closely to the child of Tim Heidecker and Ayaka. So that's exciting. But anyway, before we get to any of that, we're going to dive into Season 5, everybody. It's July the 1st, July the 2nd, 2014. It's Season 5. Everybody, we're back again with a review of Tammy. No idea. And a horror called Deliver Us from Evil, which I've not fucking seen. Because it's probably another spooky ghost haunting film that I've seen about 1,000,000 to 1,000,000,000 times. But Eric Bana's in it, and he's the Hulk, so pretty cool. One of the Hulks. But he plays this little messenger. Yeah, bro, that was... He got a bit too much joy out of Tim's tears there. Like, he was fucking crying and everything, bro. It's horrible. Fucking laugh, man. The Joker strikes again.
I love
Here we go, the classic first season opening screen.
Movie. I'm Tim Heidecker, and you're watching On Cinema at the Cinema.
Quiet on set!
Quiet on set! It's On Cinema at the Cinema with me, your host,
Tim Heidecker.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to our new season of On Cinema.
We've got Bearded Tim, everybody.
With my head, I am Tim Heidecker, and you're watching On Cinema at the Cinema. Season 5 with my guest,
yes.
Greg Turkington is back.
Hey guys.
Hey guys. Hey, listen to that. There's no Eric Banana. So here's an interesting thing. The "Hey guys" that Greg Turkington says is the exact same "Hey guys" soundbite that I use for my donation pop-up here on the stream, which you can hear if you click the Streamlabs tipping page. Isn't that weird? Wait and hear it.
Season 5 with my guest, Greg Turkington is back.
Hey guys.
That's the exact "Hey guys" that I use.
Good to be
Just
here,
saying.
back in the seat.
Thank you very much. It's been a long time, and it's fun to be back with you.
Too long.
And before we get into the movies,
Well,
we
go
just get a
over.
little update on what's been going on with you.
Yeah, go on.
500 movies in 500 days.
500 movies in 500 days. Tim, Greg Turkington's trying to watch 500 movies in 500 days and break the Guinness World Record because it's not even a record yet, and he's giving an update on it now.
Still plugging away at it. We're getting there.
Yep.
Pretty soon we'll have some good news as I enter the Guinness Book of World Records.
And
Yes.
so how close are you? What number are you at right now?
We had a little setback. I actually lost the list where I was
Oh,
tabulating.
yes. Last season, last season, Greg Turkington lost his list mysteriously, and no one knows what happened to it. Nobody really seems to know what happened to it. It's very strange.
For that, yeah.
The movies. So that was 127 movies on that list. So I kind of
127.
had to start from scratch to make it honest. So since I
mean, that's
started
fair.
the new list, we're at 141.
Damn,
So we're actually
you
making some
surpassed
good
it.
progress. If I find the original list, we can add
Add
that to
on.
141.
Yeah, bro.
And then I'll be at 268, and we'll really be on our way. So still looking for the list.
Cool. Well, as for me,
Cool
I
update.
relocated to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, which is where I now
Fucking Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Is this the beginning of Hog Shots?
live about 3/4 of the year. And I got myself a Kawasaki motorcycle.
Yeah, so this is going to be a little thing that Tim Heidecker does for a while. He gets obsessed with motorcycles and riding motorcycles. He very much loves a motorcycle, and we're going to get into that.
one of the best motorcycles there are, and I've been riding that around.
I didn't know you were in Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Yeah, I needed to get out of the whole Hollywood scene and the whole LA lifestyle and sort of get back to nature, get back to connecting in with some of the
in Wyoming
rights that I have as
that's where King Cobra GFS lives, YouTube's.
As a patriot.
If anyone knows who I'm talking about.
And I actually did a patriot ride from Jackson Hole to LA. I got in yesterday to start doing this season of the show. And, you know, I'm sure I'll get a lot of complaints about this. I let my beard grow out.
Sure did.
Which has been fun.
You look like Orson Welles.
That's a compliment.
Same sort of beard.
Apart
and
from
of course,
the weight.
he was well known for being Nostradamus. Of course, Nostradamus had the gift of predicting the future, which is something I wish I had, because then I'd know when the new Hobbit movie's coming out.
Well, they know. You know when the next Hobbit movie's coming out. They put that news out months in advance. You know,
months ago.
But they changed the dates.
Since we kind of missed that first round of summer movies, unfortunately, we of course saw them, and we just want to give you a brief...
I was going to say, I didn't miss them.
No, I mean, we didn't get a chance to be on the air talking about them. I just want to quickly run through the movies that we gave 5 bags of popcorn. Sure. Captain America, X-Men...
One of the best MCU films. Hi, yeah, baby! Casper, Wyoming. What up, YouTube? Gonna make some dank nachos. Smoke my tobacco pipe. Well, fucking gremlin. The Boglin, as we call him. Yeah. Rise of the Winter Soldier. Probably one of my favourite MCU films of all time. Days of Future Past, pretty good.
Days of Future Past.
Amazing. We love Godzilla. Legendary Godzilla films. I love some Kaiju Daikessen. Great film.
Godzilla.
One of the best.
Okay.
Really is the only legendary kaiju film that captures the scope of the size of Godzilla, I think.
5 bags of popcorn. A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Never seen it.
5 bags of popcorn. Neighbors, Spider-Man Blended.
Seen it.
The 5 bags of popcorn and 22 Jump Street.
No,
with Jonah Hill.
My name is Jeff.
5 bags of popcorn from On Cinema.
Wow, 5 bags. Don't see that very often.
And maybe throwing a beach ball too.
Okay, summer movies.
Movies, I get
great movies this summer, and we recommend you see all of them right now.
Yeah, set aside some time. There's things to do in the summer, the beach and swimming and that sort of thing. But
of course,
nothing beats a good old-fashioned movie.
Yeah, and if you're in a hot zone,
nothing beats a good old-fashioned movie.
What better way to get some free air conditioning than seeing a movie?
That's a good sale point.
Popcorn.
All right, let's talk about the movies coming to theaters this weekend. Deliver Us from Evil, directed by Scott Derrickson. Directed by and starring Eric Bana, Edgar Ramirez, Oliva Munn.
Munn?
It's just Munn.
Just Munn. Okay.
Oliva Munn. So we have a New York police officer joins forces with a priest schooled in the rituals of exorcism to combat possessions terrorizing the city. So this is a very scary movie, a very frightening movie,
that's pretty neat.
Horror movie. Of the kind of horror movie I love, and I give it 5 bags of popcorn.
Wow, 5 bags?
I liked it a lot too. It wasn't The Exorcist, and it's very similar. Think, if you will, imagine The Exorcist set in New York City, and I think you get an idea of what we're dealing with here.
The Exorcist takes Manhattan.
5 scary bags of popcorn, because it's
5 scary bags.
All right. So go see Deliver Us from Evil. Deliver Us. I was going to ask.
Great.
Deliver Us to the movie if you're a UPS driver.
Don't go see it late at night though, because it might be a little scary walking back to your car after seeing something like this.
Sure.
It's that type of film.
It's a horror film. Yeah,
and
that type of film.
Tammy, by directed Ben
directed.
Falcon
What is going on
McCarthy,
here?
Susan Sarandon and Dan Aykroyd.
Elwood Blues is back. 35th anniversary of the Blues Brothers this year, and so it's kind of cool to see him back on the screen. He's really a master of the blues, Elwood, but in this movie he's not doing the Elwood blues thing completely, but it's hard to get that out of your mind, you know.
Is it really?
It's kind of distracting, gets in the way of the actual plot. But
let me read what the movie's about, and then we could talk about whatever you want to talk about.
That's fair.
After losing her job, and learning that her husband has been unfaithful.
I feel like I remember.
The road with her profane, hard-drinking grandmother.
No, I don't remember this.
By Tammy.
Okay.
This is a
Maybe I remember
comedy
the trailer
by Ben Falcon, and it is starring Melissa McCarthy. It's one of those movies that you got to see. It's hilarious. I laughed my ass off, pardon the French, the whole way through.
Well, I mean, if you like the Blues Brothers, it has some of those elements. You've got the road trip.
Oh, that'd be great. That's a great idea. I wish Justin Gaynor should have done that because there's so many unique little animations and graphics and stuff. Yeah, for the bags and shit, and all the little the tokens and shit. They should have done that. That's a great idea. You just saw spooky popcorn there, like you wouldn't know.
Angle. You don't have enough music.
Why didn't he do that?
Aykroyd's an accomplished
That's
harmonica
a great point.
player and a great singer. I would have preferred a little more music, but I still like the movie. It's very, very funny.
It's interesting you say it reminds you of Blues Brothers because if you think about it, Melissa McCarthy is sort of our female version of Jim Belushi. You know,
Jim Belushi
got that sort of. She's not
she's just as girthy,
skinny, you know, but and she's got sort of that mass that makes her sort of that
mass.
funny, fat, friendly, jolly, sort of like a Santa Claus, but sort of like that Chris Farley, Jim Belushi kind of
John Candy
that I think makes her the big star that she is today.
They should have called the movie The Blues Siblings, you know, because she could have been a sister, Blues Brothers, and Blues Brother and sister.
If you want to do Blues Sisters,
Elwood wouldn't be the sister.
But
so
he would cross-dress, and you'd do one of those.
What? He would cross-dress?
That's kind of getting away from the spirit of the Blues Brothers.
Great ideas.
This movie, I give it 6 bags of popcorn and
6 bags, man. We're still doing 6 fucking bags in season 5. That's crazy.
Maybe, well, 3 bags.
How are we getting away with it?
A scale that went to 6 bags, I'd give it 6.
Yeah, see, well said.
6 bags. Our
we
scale
don't
goes
go to
to
6.
5
We go
bags
to 5.
And I will award it the 5 bags. I'm going to throw in a little miniature toy harmonica so you can learn how to play like Elwood Blues yourself at home.
All right, well, another season is here, and now for our first of many popcorn classics with Greg Turkington. Greg, what did you bring us today?
Well, this is going to be a
Where's
fun
the intro?
popcorn classic.
Let the thing run.
Come on. Okay.
This is going to be a fun popcorn classic because, as I mentioned, it's the 35th anniversary of the Blues Brothers.
Yes.
So,
you got the Blues Brothers?
I think you're going to like this, Tim.
Oh, it's a hat.
I brought an original
fuck yeah.
Elwood Blues hat and glasses.
Oh, bro. He is the Blues Brother.
Biscuit, anyone? To present today's
You got that
popcorn
cheese whiz
classic,
boy.
which is probably not going to be a big surprise to anyone, is the immortal Blues Brothers 2000.
Oh, I fucking forgot about Blues Brothers 2000 with John fucking Goodman in it. Oh, no.
From 2000,
yeah.
of course.
Let me say something about this. I hate this, what they did with this, because
Dan
Aykroyd, of course, but John Goodman is not a Blues Brother.
He's not a Blues Brother.
They had the
it's a terrible. It's not a great film.
Hold on, I'm talking about this now, because I'm glad you brought this up. Jim Belushi should have been offered that part as the brother
dead
in that movie. It makes sense if somebody
died.
dies, like John Belushi had died.
Yep.
Because of drugs. When that brother is waiting in the wings, going into, he looks exactly like him. You might as well use him.
Yeah, but Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi were never real brothers. They were blues brothers. So you can have other blues brothers in life. John Goodman, I think, is a legitimate blues brother from Dan Aykroyd. And some of these other guys, you got James Brown.
The fact that he
B.B.
called
King,
it
the Blues
2000 as
Brothers
well.
Band, Paul Schaefer. These are all.
So many fucking films in 2000 had to have the tagline 2000 on it because it's the new millennium. South Park did that. They had parodied the whole thing by having every episode have 2000 at the end of it.
Blues people. And this is a blues movie, and I love it, and it will cure the blues.
Wow.
I think it's better than the original. I'd like to see Blues Brothers 2014, maybe later this year.
2014.
All right. Thanks for watching.
You're welcome.
Oh, bring the lights up.
Oh.
Big news. Take that off. You're done with your segment.
That's fair.
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
Big news for Decker fans out there.
Hey.
I would like to announce that a Decker miniseries is coming to the internet. We're just getting into
doing that?
Stay tuned for more information, but Decker, the miniseries, is coming to
Decker's coming?
to web television this summer. Thank you.
Yes, the first season of Decker is coming. It'll be a web series, and then it will soon be aired on fucking Adult Swim. Decker gets on Adult Swim. Its originator on cinema, the cinema doesn't, which is, think of that what you will.
No matter who's doing it, okay? It's going to be a big hit. You should learn a lesson about how to behave. And you got to start clearing popcorn classics with me, because that doesn't belong on the show.
Oh wow, Rio doesn't like that, Phil. Huh? Yeah, buddy, get it back on. Fuck yeah. Still need to stick that back on at the end. I like it. Okay, 3 more to go. Wowee, wowee. We're moving on to a review of... We've seen this one, never mind. 2 more to go. And we've got a review of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Damn, just in time for the new one coming out. I gotta say, to my shame, I've not really kept up with the Planet of the Apes films at all, as in I've only seen the first one, which I think is that one. Or maybe it isn't, I can't remember. I saw one of them anyway. And we've also got a review of And So It Goes with Michael Douglas and Diane Keaton. Diane Keaton again? What the fuck? Maybe we'll watch this after as well, actually. That seems relevant to what we're talking about. Let's just dive in.
This is a great movie. You're not going to regret it. You're going to want to skip this movie. Have you ever wondered what movie should I see this weekend? Well, we're here to help. It's on cinema at the cinema.
Excellent.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of On Cinema at the Cinema. I'm your host, Tim Heidecker. So excited to be back again, talking about the new movies of the week. Joined by my guest today is Greg Turkington. Greg, thanks for being on the show.
Hey, guys. Good to be here. And, of course, we also sometimes talk about old movies. So this is a fun show.
Classics, if you will.
Just quickly, before we get into the movies, I wanted to just address something. After last week, people were asking on the internet about something that had happened at the end of our last season of the show.
Oh,
that had
go
to deal
on, the
with,
juicy gossip.
Ayaka, who moved back to Japan.
Yes.
And there was an issue that Greg had brought up on the show, a bit of a paternity dispute with her and myself. And I would just like to clear the air and go on the record here and say that that situation has been taken care of.
Oh, go on.
Shortly after learning that news, I handled it in a way that was, I think, mutually beneficial for all parties involved.
What does that mean?
And sent her the money that she would need for such a procedure.
Yeah. Wonder what that meant.
And without saying too much or getting too personal, I would like to assure everybody that that problem has been
aborted.
It's not the right word.
Aborted, maybe.
Taken care of.
Taken care of, yeah.
Taken care of.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess I said that we'll never know anything about the would-be child of Tim Heidecker and Ayaka Owaki.
While I stand by my position as a member of the pro-life community, I want to say that I still stand for those ideals.
Good for you.
But when push comes to shove, when the situation is...
When it doesn't fit you.
When you are a part of that situation.
Yeah, yep. Things change quickly, don't they?
Choices have to be on the table.
Uh-huh.
Because there was no way that I was going to be in that situation.
Well, it's fair.
I want to clear the air there and know that we are here to have fun and talk about movies. So, but that's the answer to that. We're not going to talk about it ever again, I hope. And
no, probably not.
I don't want personal stuff to influence this show.
I never did. Never does.
And
yeah, that's what I've always said.
Right.
Yep.
I'm on the same page with you on that.
Well said. Reality TV, if they want that sort of thing, you know,
Right.
they tune in here for movie reviews and for expertise, and that's always what the focus should have been.
All right, well, let's get into this week's movies. First up, so excited this is back. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, directed by Matt Reeves, starring Gary Oldman, Kerry Russell. Two names. Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis, that was the guy I couldn't fucking remember the name of earlier.
The circus is back with Andy Serkis.
Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey Circus.
What's that?
The Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey Circus. If you've ever been to the circus.
This is S-E-R.
Barnum and Bailey Clown College.
R-K-I-S-S.
Right.
And a growing nation of evolved apes
monkey,
released on decades earlier.
Right, yeah, I've only seen the first one, then, not this
to
one.
the brink of war, which will decide the dominating species.
The one before this one.
This is a sequel to a prequel, one of the original great movies of all time, Planet of the Apes. This is
Charlton Heston.
Charlton Heston from the original Planet of the Apes.
Yes,
and
a direct
this
sequel
is
to
better,
that film.
bigger, smarter, faster, funnier, more
bigger,
exciting,
better, smarter, faster, and
than
funnier,
the original,
and scarier.
even the original of the prequel called Dawn of Planet of the Apes.
That's what this one's called. Oh, it was Rise of the Planet of the Apes was in the first one I saw then.
Prequel name was of Planet of the Apes.
Neat.
Planet of the Apes.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Yes.
It's not called Nation of Apes, was it?
No, Nation
of Apes. The original sequel of the what was the original prequel sequel called? The
original prequel sequel.
No, this is called Rise of the. This is called Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
We're looking for the name of
There's the planet. Well, the
original
reboot.
It's called Original
was the Planet of the Apes, and then the Rise of the.
Well, the original.
So many
the original Planet of the Apes. The original of Charlton Heston's Planet of the Apes was just Planet of the Apes. But then there was Tim Burton's remake called Planet of the Apes.
Yes.
I'm talking about the one that came out 2 years ago with James Franco called
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
No, you're moving.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I'm fucking up.
What's the difference between What's the difference between Rise and Dawn?
Good question.
I guess you rise. They're rising up.
Yeah.
Dawn is more about what time of day it is.
Yeah, I see. It's just it's in the morning that film.
This was a fantastic movie. It's probably going to win Best Picture.
I hope.
Oscar pick.
If it wins Best Picture, that's probably a sign it's the last one in the series, because that's how they tend to do that. If you remember when Lord of the Rings won Best Picture and The Hobbit.
Oh, that's why the first two Hobbits didn't win it.
So I'd prefer that this doesn't win Best Picture, because I could use another 10 Planet of the Apes movies and then give it Best Picture. That's why I hope Bond never wins Best Picture, because I want that series to continue forever.
Bond's never going to win Best Picture. That's
we hate Bond.
Well, I think the final Bond will win Best Picture.
There's not going to be a final Bond because it's
good, because they're going to keep making it.
They'll keep making them because dumb sheeple like you keep going and buying into that crap.
I mean, that's like calling Star Wars people sheeple, which is...
I do.
Well,
I do.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes gets 5 bags of popcorn and 2 sodas.
Wow, 5 bags?
I'm going to give it 5 bags of popcorn and a banana cream pie, because apes do like bananas.
A banana cream pie?
Apes, next film is And So It Goes, directed by Robert Reiner, starring Michael Douglas and Diane Keaton.
From The Godfather and The Godfather 2.
This is not
any Death Grips heads in the
movie,
chat?
Unfortunately, it's a
That's
comedy,
a question for you.
which is a self-centered real estate, a self-centered realtor enlists the help of his neighbor when he is left in charge of a granddaughter he never knew
Michael
existed.
Douglas. He's good in Falling Down.
A very funny comedy by director
5
Rob
bags
Reiner,
of popcorn and then an Uzi and 8mm.
Harry and Sally, and I give it 5 bags of popcorn. It's the funniest movie of the year. I laughed out loud several times.
I see, it was funny.
And I enjoyed this movie. Thank you, Rob Reiner.
And
thank you, Rob Reiner.
It goes right up to the podium to collect the award. I agree. This is a funny movie. Rob Reiner is long overdue for an Oscar. And Diane Keaton, of course, was in The Godfather, and she's one of our treasures of cinema. So I love the movie, and I'll give it 5 bags, and I'm going to throw in an Oscar.
It's funny, now
an
I live
Oscar,
in Jackson
bro?
Hole, there's only really one movie theater, and you don't have Starbucks, and you don't have this and that.
Where do you get your coffee?
Well, it's funny, I'm now sort of part of that whole homebrew coffee scene. First of all, coffee tastes a hell of a lot better when you're grinding it at home.
Oh, fuck it.
And
With a
making
French
fresh
press.
pot every day. I got the shakes
French
now
press.
because I'm here in Hollywood and all they have is Starbucks, so I'm left drinking that crap.
Drinking that corporate
but when
bullshit.
I'm back in Jackson Hole, I'm on my Kawasaki, I'm driving around, and I go down to the local store and get eggs and whatever there is available, and it's a better lifestyle. It's clean air.
It doesn't sound good. You're missing lights, camera, and action. We've got all those here being sort of amongst all the movie magic.
Well, all over California, baby. Every street has a story.
I don't, but in a way, first of all, Robert De Niro lives near, or not Robert De Niro. Who's the guy with the accent?
There's a few people.
Dolph Lundgren?
Harrison Ford.
The accent?
I want to do a new segment, guys, that I've never done before. I'm very excited about it. We shot it earlier, and it's a way to get to know the guests of On Cinema.
Oh, here we go.
I wanted to...
Oh, I know what this is.
Figure out a little bit more about who we are talking to.
I know what this is.
And why they are such huge cinema buffs. And for our first episode of this segment, I've got a chance to talk to one of our resident film buff experts, Greg Turkington. In a segment called On Cinema, at the Cinema, on Guests.
Dr. Sen is with us. On Cinema, on Guests. Just keep your eye out and you'll see what's going on. Wow.
Thanks for doing this suit.
A very nice suit and a green screen, it seems.
Looks good on you?
Yeah, it's kind of, I don't understand.
A very fucking Yeah.
Why you bought me a suit?
Well, I want you to look good. This is a chance for me to get to know you a little better, let the audience know who they're getting all these expert opinions from.
Okay. It's just weird because you didn't buy me a suit for the actual show, and then for this weird.
Very interesting stuff going on here.
Casual, so.
Look at this shot. Why do we have Greg Turkington in front of a green screen, I wonder? Very, very, very strange.
Anyways, so when I talk to you, don't look at me. Look into the camera.
Looking at the camera, yeah.
That makes sense?
Sure.
Let's just do a quick audio test. Just say, hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
Okay, good. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to ask you some questions about...
I also forgot about this. This is fucking great.
About you and your life and your relationship with movies.
Turn it into a fucking segment.
That sounds great. I mean, that's my area of expertise.
It's my area of expertise.
Instead of answer interesting, let me think about it.
Okay.
So we're just going to kind of talk about movies.
That's a pretty devious way of doing this.
Interesting. All right, let me think about it.
Well, there's not much to think about. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen this movie?
Of course. That's a collector's item. Where'd you find that?
Let's try that again. I just want you to look right in the lens.
Okay, okay. Of course, that's a collector's item. Where'd you find it?
Well, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
This is a very strange interview, isn't it?
A way to organize my video collection. Is this something that you feel comfortable giving me advice on?
Maybe talk about coding, perhaps. Maybe some kind of master code that we can think of, maybe.
Yeah, when it comes to movies, I'm the master of codes.
The master of codes. Yeah, it is.
I've got an incredible system, which I've explained to you before on the show.
The
So
master
would you be
of
able
codes.
to tell me what code this movie would get?
Sure, it's worth a shot. Let me see the movie. So the way to do these codes is you get the first letter of the first word in the movie title.
I know, I just wanted to see if you'd be able to do it.
Oh yeah, of course. I've done thousands, literally thousands, tens, if not tens of thousands of those in my collection, which I think is one of the biggest collections in the country.
Okay.
So
thank you very much for doing this.
Great interview.
That's an interview?
That was a good
You didn't
interview.
really ask me about my background for reviewing movies or any of that.
We don't need to
where
know
were you
about
born?
What?
Where were you born?
I was born in Los Angeles.
What? Wait, what? Go back. That was great.
What?
Where?
I don't know why that fucking knocks me out. This is he doesn't even move his face.
You were born.
What?
Where were you born?
I was born in Los Angeles.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much, and we'll see you
Holy
next week.
shit.
All right. Well, that was
Great
very
interview.
interesting. Learned a lot about you that we didn't know.
I wonder if that's going to come back in some way, shape, or form. Very strange. Master code breaker.
And you were telling me off camera that you were just recently in the hospital for a couple weeks.
What?
Yeah, during the hiatus, I was.
All right. Well, thank you guys
He was
for
in
watching.
hospital?
We'll see you next week. So what was the procedure? Was it
Just a personal matter.
out of the woods now? Or?
Greg's keeping that
so.
to himself.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, what a nice moment. Greg was in hospital, man. Damn. Shit, dude. Right, okay. We're moving on to the last offering of tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, next week we're going to be moving on to watching some Decker mixed in with some on cinema at the cinema, which is really exciting. So, I think next week won't be a live at the cinema. It'll be a live at the White House. Maybe, perhaps. I don't know. But yeah, it'll be pretty exciting. Anyway, here we go. We've got a review of Jupiter Ascending, the fucking Wachowski sisters film that was terrible. Oh yeah, we're in 2015. What the fuck? How? Oh well. How did they review that? Oh, well yeah, it's Jupiter Ascending. It's fucking not really that great. And Planes, Fire and Rescue, for some fuckable reason, Planes is a series that exists. I still can't fucking get over the fact that Planes exists. Anyway, let's continue.
These are great movies. When you got
Last
movies
offering
like
of the night,
Tom
folks.
Cruise in them,
You can't lose.
6 bags of popcorn, 2 sodas. It's on cinema at the cinema. With
Me, your host, Tim Heidecker. What's his face? Oh.
Sorry. Hi, everybody. My name is Tim Heidecker, and you're watching
Oh, he's wearing a classic Jackson Hole, Wyoming shirt.
another episode of On Cinema at the Cinema with with your host,
given
Tim
to him by the
Heidecker,
boggling
talking
himself.
about new movies coming out this week and giving you our opinion on that movie.
We're making some crazy drink combos.
Greg Turkington.
Hey guys, good to be back on cinema. Double on there.
All right.
Double on there.
I noticed that. Give our reviews today to make a kind of a big announcement. You know, as you guys know, I've been living in Jackson Hole now. It's such a nice, quiet, peaceful lifestyle I have. And I know Greg, you said you were in the hospital recently having some organ removed or whatever.
What the
you
fuck?
Should think about living in a clean air space like Jackson Hole. I'm not saying you should move to Jackson Hole, but
no, I'm not going to.
Anyways, it's been working for me. That clear air. I'm eating right. I'm losing weight. I've been eating a lot of bison, which of course is so rich in amoeba acids.
Amoeba acids.
Going on the internet and I was looking at the On Cinema Facebook page, and I was reading some of these essays that Greg Turkington wrote that you've been posting.
That's interesting. So yeah, apparently Greg Turkington used to post Skittles meat. Yeah, I certainly saw Skittles meat from his fucking dad's trailer. It feels like all the wind's been beating out of that guy, man, and I can't blame him. But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh, fuck, I lost the thread. Hang on.
Posting onto the On Cinema.
Yeah, so Greg Turkington used to post essays about film to the On Cinema Facebook page, apparently. But he's back doing that now on the High Network, which is really interesting that that's kind of made a return to form again.
The Facebook page.
Yeah.
And I really thought they were terrific.
Fucking Skittles meat, man.
I thought they were very well written.
Oh, Josh.
They're very informative, and I put a lot of work into them. So
I started thinking about, well, what is the one area of the whole entertainment industry that I don't have a foothold in? And it dawned on me, it was publishing.
Here we go. Next arc unlocked.
I want to have a publishing company and start publishing books.
Nice.
So, it is with great pleasure that I announce I'd like to offer you a book deal to release a series.
Maybe not.
However you want to do it.
But maybe the next episode is when we start talking about hog shots.
It would be, I imagine, a collection of your essays on film.
I would love to do that. I accept your offer.
That'd be a good read. I think I would buy that of a book if
it
was just like Greg Turkington on cinema essays. That'd be a fucking funny book.
Of my own called Hog Shots.
Hog Shots, never mind, it's here.
Is a coffee table book, a photo book of pictures of me on a motorcycle and other motorcycles that I see around town.
Yeah, Hog Shots is going to be a thing that we talk about for a while. He's trying to publish a book, a coffee table book called Hog Shots, where it's just pictures of fucking hogs, motorcycles.
And it's a beautiful color, large book. I think it's maybe a yay big.
Yay big?
All with pictures
fucking
taken.
Hell.
That I just take on my iPhone because
a grimoire, if you will.
Even from far away, you take a shot and zoom it in, and you can see the quality of the bike.
Sweet.
So Hog Shots will come out. I'll make a ton of money on that, and fund my second book, which would be your Hollywood movie book.
Sounds like
what if the Hog Shots isn't that popular?
No, well, I'm pretty confident that if you look at the numbers of motorcycles sold every year, it's astonishing. And hopefully, I'll get somebody like my dream is to get Tom Cruise for the cover, posing with his bike.
With coffee book tables with Tom Cruise in them, you can't lose.
Right now in Hollywood doing the show, I'm capitalizing on that opportunity.
Maybe you should do my book first, and then you can use those funds maybe to do a second movie book or maybe Hog Shots afterwards, because I'm just worried it's very expensive to print these photo books, and if you lose money on that, then that could be the end of your publishing company, and I don't want to see that because you seem pretty excited about it.
Oh, well, fair enough, Greg.
Hog Shots is going to be #1 book in America, be on that New York Times best-selling book
#1 book in America.
Everybody's crawling to get on, but I'm going to be getting on that list at #1 with Hog Shots.
With Hog Shots, the coffee book table.
I haven't done the math on that.
I just don't think people care that much about photos of motorcycles in parking lots.
That's your. If you want to do your own publishing, if you want to do your own publishing company, by all means. I thought I saw an opportunity for you, and I extended it to you.
Well, it's just I don't think it's
on it. Pass on that.
I just don't think you're going to have more than one book ever come out. So
okay,
complicated.
We'll see. Here to prove you wrong. That's the announcement on the new publishing company, probably called Heidecker Publishing.
High Publishing, if you will.
Books, let me know. We're always looking.
And that's funny because eventually Tim Heidecker does publish a book through High Publishing many years later on Cinema On Demand. I can't remember the name of the book. High Maintenance or something like that. I can't remember, but it's a book that he publishes.
For new
publishes.
Ideas. All right, let's talk about
High Road. Maybe
we have Jupiter Ascending, directed by Andy Wachowski. Wachowski. Lana Wachowski. Again, the same name. There's a mistake here. It should be Andy Wachowski and Lana, some other name that they got.
Some other name?
That stars another name that I don't get. Mila Kunis.
I don't get. You said it right.
Sean Bean.
Sean Bean.
Yeah, Sean Penn.
Or no, wait.
Sean Bean from The
Hobbit. I thought you were mispronouncing Penn, but it's Bean.
No, I'm not going to mispronounce Penn. This is a B, not a P.
Well, you mispronounced Sean, so
I think it's supposed to be Sean Bean.
Sean Bean?
Well, no, it's Sean. Let me see it.
Well, if it was Sean, it'd be S-H-A-W-N.
I used to think when I was a kid that I thought that Sean was pronounced Sean.
And the woman Channing Tatum. In the future, a young, destitute human woman gets targeted for assassination by the Queen of the Universe.
The Queen of the Universe.
And begins her destiny to finish the Queen's reign.
Such a fucking hokey film, man.
This is an exciting, fascinating superhero sci-fi movie directed by
the Wachowski
whatever the real director's name.
And it's a great movie. It's not at all realistic. These aren't things that happen normally in your day-to-day life, but sometimes it's good to escape. That's why we go to the movies and sort of live in a fantasy world for a few minutes. And Mila Kunis provides the eye candy, and there's plenty of CGI, and this is just a fun popcorn movie. I'd give it 5 bags.
I love this
5 bags? Wowie.
I give it 3 bags of popcorn.
3 bags is not very many for this movie.
Yeah, but it's not Oscar. It's not an Oscar contender, so I deduct 2 bags.
Oscar's
what the fuck?
This movie's as good as any.
Listen, I love this movie. Don't get me wrong. I recommend everybody go see it, but I'm only going to give it 3 bags of popcorn and 2 sodas.
2 sodas?
Well,
come on.
I'm going to give it 5 bags of popcorn and 2 more bags of popcorn, which we can slide over to your 3 bags of popcorn so that we
look at this.
No, this is
great animation going on here.
Border. You can't slide
There's a border
bags of popcorn over onto mine.
Well, but I think you really like this movie, and I think you would give it 5 bags of popcorn.
Yeah, you should
I've
give it
seen
5.
You give 5 bags to movies.
The whole idea of the show is these are my opinions and those are your opinions.
Well, that's my opinion. 5 bags of popcorn plus 2
I'm
more
recommending
bags.
people see it, but I'm not just saying that it's
This
the
is so
greatest
fun.
movie of the
But
year.
3 bags is like, that's
fine,
a bad rating.
All right, fine. I'll give it 5 bags of popcorn.
Well, you don't need to, because I already gave it
now.
5 plus 2, which moved over to your side, so it's already.
So it's already like 8 bags?
It's already covered.
If it moves, then
Jesus Christ, what the fuck is going on?
Whoa! Josh's new trailer.
No fucking way. The Josh's new trailer, come on, bruh. Come on, man. You don't gotta do this, man. Oh, big ups to the Boglin, bro. Thanks so much, Peter Martin, for the fucking £4.26 donation, otherwise known as €5. I sincerely appreciate that, bro. That gave me a tickle. That was really fucking funny. For Josh's new trailer. Thank you, Josh's dad.
Ben, it's the best movie.
For reining his son in.
All right, our second movie today
fucking
is another
hell.
sequel.
Thanks so much for the donation. That was great. Very funny.
You test a movie out by making
fucking
it.
hell.
You make a movie and you say, does that work?
Oh, no.
When it does work, you get the all clear ahead.
Oh, man. I hate sickos more than I love Ozzy.
Make another one. Make as many as you can. That's true. No truer than today's movie Planes, Fire and Rescue.
Here we go.
This is another animated Disney movie of Pixar quality, directed by Roberts Ganaway. Roberts, huh?
Huh?
Should be just Robert. With Dave Cook and Julie Bowman. Bowman.
Okay. What the fuck did Greg just do there?
And when the world's famous air racer Dusty learns his engine is damaged and he may never race again, he must shift gears into the world of aerial firefighting. This is a fun action film for kids of all ages, including myself. And my son...
Kids of all ages, including myself. Okay.
And I watched this together when he was out visiting last week. And
yeah, look at Greg's face. What?
Seeing the movie and also talking about it afterwards when we went to Friendly's for lunch.
Huh?
Greg? I give it 5 bags of popcorn, of course. 2 bags of soda.
Are you still processing that?
5 bags of popcorn.
Yeah, 5 bags.
What can you say?
Yeah,
I've seen a lot
he's
of
been
movies
thrown for a
over
loop
the
there.
years, and it takes a special movie for me to say afterwards, wow, I've never seen anything like that. And that's
Apart
what
from
this
the
movie
first
was.
planes.
So I'm going to give it 5 bags of popcorn and maybe one of those little captain's badges that they used to give kids on the flights, you know.
We were allowed to do that.
The flight and you were young, the captain.
Oh, look at that. It's got a little On Cinema logo on it. How adorable.
We'll give you a little badge.
All right, now one of my favorite segments, Greg Turkington has come back to us with another edition of On Cinema On Location.
Hey, we don't get to see these video
proud
often.
To present this next one.
We love On Cinema On Location.
California. Every street has a story, and these are but just a few.
On Cinema On Location. Where are we at today? Where are we going?
Hello and welcome to another
Whoa,
edition
dude.
of On Cinema at the Cinema On Location.
Expert cinematography
Today
as
we're
usual.
in front of a very special location. It's Jerry's house from the movie Oh God, 1977.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time in On Cinema history that the film Oh God has been mentioned. Believe it or not, Oh God is another film that is held very closely in Greg Turkington's heart, and this is not the last time you're going to hear from the 1976 film Oh God, including its sequel, Oh God, You Devil.
Jerry, of course, was played by the great, late John Denver.
Rip.
Now, if you've seen the movie, you'll recognize
John
the
Denver?
house. In the movie, it wasn't being fumigated, but you'll
The tree looks the same.
recognize the big tree in
Fumigated? There's no way.
front of it, and just the overall setting.
That must be the same house, yeah? To be fair,
Oh God.
same tree. Oh God.
1977, George Burns. Back to you, Tim.
Beautiful. What the fuck? Oh. Tim fell out there.
All right, welcome back. Thank you, Greg. That's very interesting to know about.
I didn't.
The location of Oh God.
Yeah, buddy.
Great movie.
Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget, Decker is coming July 12th.
Yeah.
Is this 12th or 17th? I can't read your damn writing. 7 or
Rating?
2?
It's been typed.
2. It's July 12th.
Does it really
I
matter?
think you've seen fireworks on July 12th. You haven't seen anything until you've seen
July
Decker.
12th. Brilliant.
Yeah, Decker on July 17th.
Okay.
There's a lot of confusion about when Decker's coming.
There's a lot
I've
of
just been
confusion.
told it is July 17th.
Okay.
Happy July 17th.
Thank you.
What are you talking about your son? You don't have a son.
I have a 15-year-old boy from a
50-year-old boy?
Yeah. Well, that's
I've
old
never heard
news.
of this.
Old news. Yeah, we're estranged. I barely ever see him, but now he's coming out to Jackson Hole once a week because they're down in Tempe.
You were married 15 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
To who?
To who? Exactly. To who? Oh man, that was a good one. Excellent stuff. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's another stream fucking complete. Thank God, because I am once again fucking perspiring in this building. It is warm as fuck. And I am melting. Turn on the tunes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all again so much for tuning in. It's always great to have a regular band of folks tuning in. Always good to see you all, of course. Be sure to tune in next Saturday, of course, once again, where we'll be watching the first episode of Decker, which is very, very exciting. We'll be moving on to Decker Classified now, as well as more On Cinema at the Cinema Season 5. And we'll just continue on from there. So here we got 2 shows basically to watch back to back, which is very, very hype. So look forward to it. We'll be getting into Live at the White House next week, I think I'll call it that. I'll work on the stuff on it anyway. In the meantime, I'll be working on video stuff and cutting down the audio, etc, etc. You know how it is. The video will be coming soon. Thanks, Pierre, bro. I enjoyed it very much. Thanks for tuning in, my guy. It's been a good laugh, baby, as it usually is. Thank you all for tuning in to watch this yet another Oscar special and some more ips, etc, etc. It's been a good time. It always is. I look forward to this every week, so we're looking forward to it again. I hope to see you all there. In the meantime, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new here. I'd be sincerely appreciated. We're at 306 now. We're slowly climbing up the free hundo ladder, which is fucking so exciting. So fucking little epic. And yeah, be sure to click the links below to check out Creator Perspective, the video essay documentary series I do where we talk about interesting instances of creative development including the history of On Cinema, the history of Cinemassacre, which will be revised soon, and the history of Call of Duty Zombies, which will also be revised soon. Yes. Yeah, tipping page down below, whatever. You can check that out next week. Don't worry about it now. Yes. And we'll run away now. Thank you, Pierre Martin, for tuning in. And thank you for the €5 donation, brother. That was fucking hilarious. I appreciate it very much. R. Vandley, thank you for tuning in to the stream again. Dylan, thank you for tuning in to the stream again. Snarky Rascal, thank you for tuning in to the stream again. Warriors for Christ, thank you for tuning in to the stream again. And Rasak, thank you for tuning in to the stream again. It's always good to see you all, man. Sincerely. We have a good old fricking time here. Yes. Remember all the things I just told you. Next Saturday we'll be here to watch the first episode of Decker Classified. And we'll get into some more On Cinema and some Decker. Wowee. Can you believe it? Right, I'm gonna go cool down now because it's fucking actually so warm in here. It doesn't bear thinking about at the moment. Thanks y'all for tuning in once again. Good to see you all. See you all on Saturday once again for some more On Cinema at the Cinema. Yes. I never really know how to fucking end these. So I guess I'll just end it now.